Hey guys, how's it going? Looks like we only have a few people in tonight, but we're probably going to see that ramp up a little bit. We're definitely starting streaming an hour or two earlier than we normally do. I want to say hi to you guys. How's everyone doing? What's up, MT Coiner? Shout out to you. You are an old school subscriber to the channel. Guys, there's not many of you guys here, so we're going to go ahead and have a little bit of a conversation, if you will, while we wait for more people to join. And we're going to dive into some Bitcoin technical analysis in today's live stream, and I'm also going to be showing you 3 different examples of ways that you could have shorted the cryptocurrency markets. Unfortunately, I missed these shorting opportunities because I wasn't looking at the charts as much today as I normally do, but I am very happy to say that I did call these in the previous videos, and I believe it was in yesterday's live stream actually, so we'll go ahead and look at that. Hey Ahmad Raza, welcome to the live stream. Mark Williamson says hello from the UK. Hello from the States. Line of Sight says 11,000 is on the way, and Dan T simply gives a thumbs up. Guys, I'm really looking forward to the live stream tonight. We're probably going to go for a little over 2 hours, maybe up to 3. Really looking forward to what we're going to get done in today's live stream. We might see some crazy price movement, so I definitely want to make sure that we see that. Tool Tech Toy says, all right, guys, let's get this crypto. Absolutely. Mark Williamson says, love your shows. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. Of course, I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. There wouldn't be much of a reason for me to do the live streams if you guys weren't watching, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying. Let's go ahead and start with a little bit of analysis of what's gone on here over the last couple of days. This is going to be kind of chill until we get some more people in here. We're just going to let the people roll on in. This is why I tell you guys to join the notification squad. I do want to look at the hourly chart, though, here, because Bitcoin is currently attempting to stage a recovery, and in fact, it's starting to look a little bit like an inverse head and shoulders pattern. We got our typical shoulder right there. Head, shoulder. That's kind of what this is starting to look to be. And a lot of people were talking about longing down here. Guys, I'm not necessarily convinced that $10,000 has put its bottom in, but as I talked about in today's video, we're going to have to see what happens. We're going to have to see if Bitcoin can confirm that. And one thing I am pleased to see is that Bitcoin entered a consolidation pattern earlier today that a lot of people in the Discord server have been talking about, and it did actually break bullish out of that. As you can see, we have our level of resistance right there and our level of support right down here. Bitcoin did manage to break bullish out of this and rallied all the way up to around $10,450 not too long ago, just about a half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, something like that. So Bitcoin is looking rather healthy right now, and I'm quite happy to see that we are able to kind of set a bottom in. I want to see this move higher. I want to see Bitcoin set that bottom in motion. I want to see Bitcoin start rallying to the upside. I want to see Bitcoin bouncing off of levels of support. It's really, really important, guys, that Bitcoin maintains strong support here. I don't want to see a big sell-off. I don't want to see Bitcoin going down to $9,000. I don't want to see Bitcoin especially break that, because if we do, that's going to be a big deal. So let's go ahead and catch up on chat here as more of you guys are joining, guys. Also, make sure you do what Brad Sumo said and smash that like button like a cute butt. That's what he says, and I'm going to stick with him. Guys, we have 11 likes. I know we can get that a little bit higher. Let's go ahead and catch up on chat here. Hello from Nigeria. Hello. Hello from the United States. Filipos Halikias. I think I said that right. I'll say it for you, Jeb, like the live stream, so its visibility gets upgraded. Thank you so much. Civilian says, was the 200,000 dump from the Ponzi scheme, from the Ponzi China scam cause for the downtrend? Yeah, we talked about that earlier in today's video, actually, the one with Plus Token. I'm really thinking about doing a dedicated video on that. I might do that for tomorrow's video, like a second video for the day for that. But I can't say with any kind of certainty if something like that caused all of this sell-side pressure, simply because I don't know when they're selling that Bitcoin. And also, guys, they're probably not going to sell it all at once on one exchange and just crash one exchange and cause the other ones to follow it. They're probably not going to do it quite like that. If they sell it, honestly, if I were them, I would be selling it OTC, because if you crash the market, it just brings visibility to you. And since these people seem to be criminals, that's not really what you want. So I don't think that that caused this downtrend. It might. I don't know. Of course, I don't have data to back that up. But I think this downtrend was overdue anyway, if I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. Bitcoin needed to correct. I talked about this in today's video, and we're going to talk about it again in today's live stream. Bitcoin's correction that we're seeing right now is very healthy. This is not bad news for cryptocurrency that Bitcoin's having this correction. And the main reason for that, guys, is because there are certain levels of support that Bitcoin falls to when it is moving into a downtrend, when it's having a correction, when it's in a bull market. And one of those main ones that Bitcoin likes to come down to is the excuse me, the 20 exponential moving average on the weekly chart. That's the 20 WEMA. That's how you would classify that. And as you can see over here, guys, during the bull market, Bitcoin always came down to that. I've said this a lot, so I'm going to be brief, but Bitcoin falling down to this is not unhealthy because typically Bitcoin will fall down to this moving average, or at least close to it, before it continues to rally. Bitcoin rallied so quickly, and in fact, it rallied much more quickly here than it did at the beginning of the previous bull market, that it is not at all surprising that Bitcoin had the kind of correction that it's had. In fact, we were talking about a correction like this before it came about 2 months ago. I was telling you guys, this is getting a little crazy. The more we go up, the more we're going to have to go down, and that's exactly what we've seen. So there's nothing unhealthy about this, but I do want you guys to understand the potential ramifications of this continuing. That's what today's video was about. So guys, let's go ahead and check up on the chat. Atheni, that is an old name. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. You've been here for a while. Says, Jeb, it won't be a big deal. I think you're talking about the plus token thing. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as some people are making it out to be. It's definitely interesting. That's the main reason I wanted to talk about it. Let's see. Yo, from Aussie Peeps, hello. Hello from Germany. Hello, my Niger Guy Day. Hi. Hello. Good evening, Jeb. Good evening. Brad says, my 16-year-old nephew told me the other day that cryptocurrency is mandatory to study next term in business studies at grade 10 in schools. Really? What? I'm really interested about that. What country are you in? And are you talking about grade 10 in like high school or secondary school or whatever the term is in whatever country you're in? That's really interesting. I'm very happy to hear that. Hello from the Arctic, top of the world. Hello. Hello to I cannot pronounce that part of Alaska. Hello. South Africa, hi. Hello to South Africa. I'm just saying hi to the entire planet here, guys. Best pullback ever, IMO. I agree, guys. There have been some great buying opportunities. Filipos says, Filipos Halikias, you nailed it, impressive. I try. I really do like trying to pronounce hard names. I'm glad I got it. Hey, Jeb, watching from South Africa. Hello to South Africa. I was just watching a video earlier about the de Havilland Comet, the first jet-powered aircraft. And, excuse me, the first jet-powered airliner. And it was talking about how it took off in Britain and it landed in Johannesburg. So the first jet-powered aircraft was, its first destination of any jet-powered passenger aircraft was actually in South Africa. A little tidbit of trivia there. Anyway, guys, we've got some more people in the house now, so the first thing I'm going to do is tell you guys to smash that like if you are enjoying the live stream so far and you think you're going to have fun here tonight. And also, guys, I want to go ahead and dive into some actually altcoin technical analysis. I want to show you guys something because in yesterday's video, we were talking about a potential fall below $10,000 to and below $10,000. That was during yesterday's live stream. If you guys saw yesterday's live stream, you probably saw us talking about a dive like this. I was talking about opening short positions and stuff. It happened. We saw Bitcoin pull back to $9,500 or so. And with that, the altcoins have followed. Before we get to that, I do have to give a shout out to Mike Feliciano because they have subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, my friend. If you guys want a shout out here on stream and you want your name to flash up on the screen somewhere right around here, then go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button down below. You'll get a shout out and you'll be updated every time a new video goes live. Eric says, you interrupted your course again. I'm trying to study. Oh, okay. Eric Villa was going through C22A, and I interrupted him with the live stream. That's pretty funny. I interrupted myself. That's pretty funny. Okay. Well, anyway, moving on to what we were talking about, I do want to go ahead and talk about a couple of altcoins because I know you guys love the altcoins, and I want to bring to your attention something that I was talking about in yesterday's live stream. In yesterday's live stream, I was talking about, if I remember correctly, it was either yesterday or the day before. It may have been the day before for Ethereum, but I was talking about let's go ahead and move that. You're right about the chat. I was talking about how I'm potentially bearish on the altcoins, and there may be a good short position here in the next couple of days. And what we've seen happen is we've actually seen that went to pass. I want to show you this here on the Ethereum chart. If we come out here to the 4-hourly chart, I'm getting so distracted by the chat. I need to go ahead and change the tab on my second screen. What we see here is that Ethereum had this nice long-term uptrend, and this was a really long-term and important uptrend, guys. Ethereum had been in this uptrend for quite some time. In fact, nearly 200 days. Unfortunately, Ethereum did break bearish out of this yesterday, and I was talking about how this may be a good position to short it. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to short it, even though I knew it would probably be a good trade. Sometimes things slip your mind, and this completely slipped my mind. I wish it hadn't, because even though this doesn't look like a very big move, guys, this was a 10% move. Imagine if you had that on 5x, 10x, 25x leverage, something like that. There's a lot of profit that you can make there. So having this correction here and on a couple of other charts I'm going to show you is definitely interesting. And also one thing is that these kind of corrections that we're seeing happening are kind of shaking the foundation of a lot of these altcoins, because this uptrend was a technical foundation for Ethereum over US dollars. The one that we're going to show you on XRP was a technical foundation for XRP over US dollars. And I believe there's also a similar case to this on Litecoin that I want to look at real quick. I don't remember if it was Litecoin or another cryptocurrency, but it was Litecoin right here. Litecoin actually had an uptrend that it was looking at. Right there, guys. Litecoin had an uptrend right here. I think we talked about Litecoin potentially being a good shorting opportunity in yesterday's live stream. I may be misremembering. I know we talked about Ethereum. I don't remember if we talked about Litecoin, but it was Ethereum and another one. I don't remember which the other one was. But the point is that Litecoin has actually gone ahead and broken bearish here. It did a little while ago. This was actually around midnight of yesterday. So Litecoin has actually broken bearish. This is really interesting. We're going to talk about how you can spot potential shortings and potential long positions here in a little while, but I just want to go ahead and catch you guys up with the certain trades that I'm looking at here that we could have made, because it's really important that we go back and we say, how do we structure trades? How do we call trades with the benefit of hindsight, so that we can use that information when we don't have the benefit of hindsight to call the market and make those predictions and be able to trade those as well. One thing we also saw here on the XRP over US dollar chart, guys, is this ever so slight uptrend. It's actually just basically a flat level of support that Ethereum had, that XRP had been following ever since about December of last year. Unfortunately, over the last few days, over the last 24 to 30 hours or something like that, we have had a crash here. Again, around noon of yesterday, actually, we did see a crash here. I did want to bring these up, guys, because a lot of times when you see that the altcoins aren't doing well, when you see Bitcoin not doing well, you see a lot of bearish strength, or on the flip side, a lot of bullish strength, it's a good idea to go ahead, and it depends on the market, but a lot of times it'll be a good idea to go ahead and open a short position, open the position where you haven't taken the position, but put the limit there so it will open if it gets triggered, and have a pretty tight stop loss. If you guys aren't familiar with that, on Kraken you can only use 5x leverage, but you can also include a stop loss in your trade so that you don't have to try and catch that yourselves. So guys, I do want to catch up with chat here for a second, but those are the kind of things that we're going to be discussing in today's video. So let's go ahead and see what you guys are talking about. We did just have someone subscribe to the channel, by the way. Linson Wong has subscribed. Welcome to the live stream and welcome to the chat, my friend. Guys, if you are interested in joining the chat, make sure you smash, if you are interested in getting a shout out, make sure you smash that big red subscribe button. Oh, excuse me, I got the burps, guys. Make sure you smash that subscribe button right below the video, and we'll go ahead and give you a shout out. Like our friend Valerie Baltazar. I got it. Valerie Baltazar. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. I think I got that. Tell me. I'm really interested. JR said, "Rip le portfolio." Excuse me. Let's try that again. Rip le portfolio. It was a short life, but a good life. Yeah, JR had some trouble earlier. He was talking to us about that in the Discord server. I'm not going to bring it up since that's his place to do that. But let's see. JR says, "Hey, Jeb. Jeb, I can assure you that this thing has happened in the past. Look at 2017 bull market. Price action comes down to the daily 100 EMA and even 200 EMA. February 27, for instance, let's educate the newbies." Man, that was exactly what I was talking about, is the fact that Bitcoin needs to come down to certain levels of support sometimes to be able to get a bounce. And a lot of times you can use those levels of support to determine where a healthy consolidation has started, where a healthy consolidation has ended, and that's transitioned into an unhealthy consolidation. Healthy consolidation is coming down here to the 20 EMA, guys. So long as we're above this, everything up here, this is all healthy consolidation. If we're below it, though, guys, that's bad. This is bad news bears territory down here. We don't want to be down there. We want to be above this 20 EMA up here somewhere. Right now, we are, so right now we're in healthy consolidation. If we fall below that, then we'll go ahead and do some more technical analysis on that when the time comes. Davis Gallion has just subscribed to the channel as well, guys. If you are enjoying the live stream, and if you are enjoying the volatility that we're finally seeing here in Bitcoin, because we were trading sideways for a couple of days there, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. Let's see if we can get over 50 likes real quick, and also make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. You'll get a shout out here on stream, and you'll also be updated by YouTube every time a new video goes out. Guys, by the way, I haven't mentioned this in a while. Make sure you hit that notification bell right below the video as well, so you will get a push notification every time a new video or a live stream goes out, because sometimes YouTube isn't very good about updating you when a new video has gone out. Guys, we got a lot of people subscribing today. Adrian DeLang has subscribed to the channel as well. Guys, welcome to the channel, my friend. Guys, Guys, we're getting really close to 26,000 subscribers. I'd love to see if we could actually break that in today's live stream. We're not very far away, only about 47 subs away. Guys, check this out. Not very far away. I'm really excited to see if we can break that. If you have anyone that you think would be interested, go and grab them and tell them to check out the stream. Anyway, let's catch up with chat here for a second. I'll go ahead and move this so you can actually see what's going on. And then we'll go ahead and get into some more Bitcoin technical analysis. There's some other things that I want to talk about. Just go for it if you want to let people know my mistake. Okay, Gerard, I'm going to be... what you were talking about in the Discord, I'm going to go ahead and tell people the lesson that I think... your situation would give them value for, but I'm not going to go into exactly what you did because that's your business. I don't want to put that on the internet. Essentially what happened with J-Rar is he made a bunch of money and then he lost quite a bit of the money that he had made. He was trading for a long time, and you know how when you're trading, sometimes you get a little exuberant. You make a bunch of money on a bunch of positions. I think you were leverage trading based on the amount of gains you were making, and then you lose a lot of them because you got overzealous and you stayed in the market. Guys, that's one thing I want to talk about was what JR did and how you might be able to avoid that. And of course, he's learned a lesson. We've all made mistakes, guys. I'm not calling him out in the slightest. If you go to the Discord server and talk to him about what he did was very, very impressive. I mean, no way bashing him. I want to make that clear. But there is something that we can learn from what happened to him and, of course, what's happened to us many times as well, where you're trading and you make all these gains and then all of a sudden you just lose them because you made the exact same process of... You went through the exact same process that you got those gains, but in reverse, and you went and lost them. So guys, one thing I would recommend to you is that if you're trading, what you should do is that every time you make a profit, not when you make a loss, but every time you make a profit when you're trading, tax yourself. Say, I'm going to skim 20% of every profit I make, every piece of profit I make off the top. That's just an example number. Use whatever number you like. But let's say you went from 0.1 Bitcoin to 1 Bitcoin. What you might consider doing is skimming 20% of those profits off, so 0.9 times 0.8, and keep that, and the rest of it goes into an investing portfolio, for example. Or maybe a portfolio where you just hold your trading profits, and you let those accumulate, and that becomes its own investing portfolio of sorts. I think it's really important that we make sure we have a system for taking profits when we're in profit, so that we don't just keep trading with the same leverage, guys. Because if you build from like 0.1 Bitcoin to 10 Bitcoin, and you're trading with 10 Bitcoin, it's just as easy to lose 10 Bitcoin as it is to lose 0.1 Bitcoin. But when you start losing, then you're just going to get wiped out because you're going to lose so much more with the same percentage move. So it's very important that when you guys are trading, remember to tax yourself and move some of those positions, move some of those gains into their own portfolio. Get some of those profits off exchange. You don't want to just be compounding your profits on exchange and constantly using all of that capital. Pull some of that capital out, take profits. I'm not saying sell it into US dollars, but I am saying you might want to consider taking it off of exchange. So let's go ahead and catch up with chat here. Me either, I just buy and hold. Yeah, guys, that's one thing also is that if you're not thinking that you're going to be able to buy and trade the markets profitably, then don't. I mean, you can practice and get better and better and better, of course, but if you're not confident in yourself, you should either do it with very small amounts of money or you can paper trade. We did just have a new subscriber, by the way, Fabricio Navarro. I think I pronounced that right. Fabricio Navarro. Did I get that right? I think I got that right, guys. Tell me in the chat if I got that right. I really want to know if I got that right. Guys, I love it when you guys subscribe, especially when you have an interesting name, because I love trying to pronounce them. So if you guys are new to the live stream and you are enjoying what we're doing here, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I would really love to see if we could get to over 26,000 subscribers during this live stream. It's absolutely crazy to me, guys, that many of you guys are subscribed to the channel. It's so humbling. It's so cool. So thank you to each and every single one of you. Let's go ahead and catch up on chat here. The tax yourself idea is great, Jeb. Thank you, Jason. I think it's a pretty good way to go about it. Just set your own tax rate. I mean, put yourself in a tax bracket. The more you start making, the more you take off. You could even set up your own tax bracket the same way the IRS does. Let's say, okay, well, I made over $9,999 in a trade. I'm in a 35% tax bracket. I tax that much of the profits and put it into a trading portfolio. JR said, yep, pulled out the best I can, going to take the weekend off after that. Yeah, of course, man. You got to take a break every once in a while. Nothing wrong with that. You did really good. I wanted to mention that earlier in the Discord server, but I got sidetracked. What you did, what you pulled off, that's very impressive, especially for someone who's a little bit newer to the space. You did a really good job, man. You can always repeat that. Nothing to be concerned about. It's very, very, very good lessons were learned there on your part, I think. And on all of our parts. Hopefully what I said also brought some value to you guys. The Brooklino said, hi, Jeb. Good to see you. You're early. Love the tax idea. Love it. Guys, thank you very much. the Brookalinos is someone who has joined the course and has been a member of the community for a little while now. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. What do I recommend? What do I recommend on what? Jeb works people's last names in TradingView like no one's business. Yeah, I try. Jason Vlosak. I think I got that right also. Keep Bitcoin off exchange. Prevents you from making a bad decision. Anything you're not actively trading with, keep it off exchange. It's better, guys, to spend $1 in Bitcoin trading fees than to have your money on exchange. Because not only is your money and your Bitcoin on exchange in more danger, not only that, it's also, guys, much more tempting for you to use more of your capital for trading than you really should be. I've talked about this in the past. I've talked about how you want to be using a certain amount of your portfolio for trading, and you want to be using a certain amount of your portfolio for investing. So let's get a clean piece of chart here so I can kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. If you guys are trading and you're working in these markets, I think the way that you should do this is that you should have an investing portfolio over here. We're going to put investing over here, and you have a trading portfolio. We're going to put trade right here. So this is your investing portfolio, and this is your trading portfolio, guys. If you're newer to the market, what you should do is have more of your money in the trading portfolio, like 90% in your investing portfolio, and like 10% in your trading portfolio. But guys, if you're not newer to the market and you're very profitable with trading, you really know what you're doing, you're able to consistently do what Gerard did and multiply his money like 7 times, like 700% in the span of 10 hours. If you can consistently do that, then your investing portfolio isn't going to bring you very many gains. So what you might want to do is split this down the middle and say I'm going to have half of my capital in my investing portfolio and have half of it in my trading portfolio. And guys, remember what I say here. This is my opinion. You got to decide what you want to do on this for your own. But what I like doing is never pulling anything from my investing portfolio, guys. If money goes into my investing portfolio, it's like something going into a black hole. It does not come out. It just doesn't. I have no plans on selling that anytime soon. And what you can do is that when you make profit in your trading portfolio, you can take it over here and you can put it into your investing, and that's where you hold those profits. And then after you've made money with that money, after your 2 Benjamins have gone and made many, many more child Benjamins, you can stick those into Bitcoin and put them over here and keep them in your investing portfolio. So say you put, here's just like a little machine that you can set up in cryptocurrency. You put like, okay, let's say you put $1,000 into your trading portfolio. You'd put 1K right here. Put $1,000 into your trading portfolio. That gets turned into $5,000. You put that over here because you are a very skilled trader. So we got 5K over here. And then we put that over here. You got 5K over here. And then in your investing portfolio, guys, guess what? That 5K, let's say that gets 5x'd also. And then that gets turned into 25K over the next 5 years. You're not only making money on it the first time when you trade with it, you're also making money on it when you invest with it for the long term. So you make short-term gains, and you can take some of those short-term gains and use it to buy a new Lamborghini or whatever. And you can also put some of those gains over here into investing and then make gains in the long term, guys. That's how I look at the market. I think that's how you might want to go about trading. That's definitely something that you guys can try to run with if you find that interesting. Let's go ahead and catch up on chat here. This is how you get targeted by man in the middle. Yeah. I should say the plus or minus 10% that we've seen in the last 2 days. Yeah, we'll be looking at the chart here in just a second. I just want to go ahead and see this. You should not have your real name on public forums like this. Yeah, I'm not. I don't. I'm probably going to be doing a full name reveal, face reveal, everything in the next couple of months. For most people, you're probably right. Grant Cardone calls it a holy account. Anyone touches it gets a hole in them. Grant Cardone is a very intelligent man. That dude makes $200 million a year off of real estate. If you guys don't know who Grant Cardone is and you consider yourself an entrepreneur, even if you don't, you really should know who he is. Go check out his channel. Very, very smart dude. He's a little over 60 years old. He's a billionaire. Self-made at 25 years old, guys. He was coming out of a drug clinic. Because he would do drugs every single day. That dude is a pure rags to riches story. Go check him out. I know you'll find him interesting. At CryptoJab, one last question. So after a dip, you buy and hold it till it goes up again, no matter how long it takes. If it's in my investing portfolio, yeah, pretty much. If it's in my investing portfolio, guys, I don't care what it's at. I really don't, because I understand that just about no matter what Bitcoin is doing right now, it's going to be doing better in the future. Guys, if you look back on the history of Bitcoin, nearly 95% nearly 95%, excuse me, nearly 99% of all the places that you could have bought Bitcoin are in profit right now. It doesn't matter where you bought. If you bought 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, just about no matter where you could have bought, it's in profit right now. So yeah, if I don't like a trade, sometimes what I'll do is I'll roll that trade over and I'll just hold that Bitcoin and I'll just put it into my investing portfolio and pretend like it was always meant to be there in the first place, right? Because eventually it will be profitable. Instead of taking a loss on a trade, especially if it's not on leverage, it's a lot easier to do it if it's not on leverage. Just roll it over into your investing portfolio and pretend like it never happened. So I would say that, yeah. With trading, it's a little more tricky with that, especially if you're using leverage. That's why stop losses are so important. Grant Cardone does crypto. No, Grant Cardone does not do crypto. In fact, he really doesn't like Bitcoin, come to think of it. But that's not why I was mentioning him. I was mentioning him because he is a very intelligent entrepreneur in the space of entrepreneurship. He's someone that you should know. To the person pointing out that's a bad idea to have your full name, thank you. Yeah. It's the early stages of crypto technology. You don't need to trade. It's going to skyrocket. You don't need to trade. Yeah, you're right. There are people that are going to make millions and people that have made millions off of Bitcoin trading and investing. That being said, if you do trade, you're probably going to make more if you know what you're doing. Guys, remember this statistic. Over 90% of people that trade Bitcoin would have made more money if they had been investing that same money instead. Because they just they're not to the skill level where they're able to capitalize as much on the trading as they can. So keep that in mind, guys. I don't know how to change my name on YouTube, or else I would. I want to know so they know I'm the same guy from Discord. Yeah, there is a way to do it. I've had to do it before because I had another YouTube channel at one point that I renamed because I completely rebranded it, and it was a pain. But you can do it. You have to do it through the remnants of Google+, if I remember correctly. Anyway, don't ever sell, I buy and hold. Yeah, guys, like I said, if you put something into your investing portfolio, pretty much that's a black hole. It doesn't come out. That's my opinion on it anyway. But let's see. There were some other things I wanted to talk about on Bitcoin. Gotta go ahead and clear my nose, guys. Still, I had a cold like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and you guys know how when you get a cold, you have stuffy nose just kind of drag on for several weeks. It's very annoying. Now I understand the statement. I think you were trading... Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Guys, like I said, this isn't anything to be worried about. Let's talk about whether or not this is a bottom here. Because I think that's something that you guys are interested in, is whether or not what we've seen here over the last 12 hours or so, the last 24 hours, is actually a bottom on Bitcoin, or if we're actually going to see a whole lot more to come for Bitcoin, like we outlined in the potential scenario in today's video. Guys, before we get into that, by the way, I do want to tell you to go ahead and smash that like button if you are enjoying the live stream. Let's see if we can get to over 100 likes. And also, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button down below so you'll be updated every time a new video goes out, and hit that notification bell so you can guarantee that. Jesse Martinez says, Jeb, how long is the course? Guys, CT2A is almost 10 hours of content. When I go through and revamp that, that's probably going to have about an hour shaved off because I'm going to be making sure that everything is as concise and rapidly moving as possible. But the course right now is about 9.5 hours of content. If you guys go through this and you add all these time codes up, it comes to about 9 hours, 15 minutes, 9.5 hours, something like that. It's something that you can get through in a day or two, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Guys, CT2A, since we're talking about it, is a really great deal. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This is an amazing deal, especially considering I'm about to go through here and add 2, 3, 4 new videos. I'm not exactly sure how many, and revamp every single video in this course and make them even more higher quality than they already are. Guys, we've had nearly 800 people go through the course. I'll go ahead and tell you the exact number right now. It is 775 people are enrolled. And people really very much enjoy the course. They get a lot of value out of it. Like I said, guys, I could charge $1,000 for this course easy. I don't do that. With the coupon code in the description down below, it's $159, especially considering the price is about to be going up. That's a great deal. If you guys are interested in testimony for that, join the Discord server. We have a lot of people that are in the Academy that are also in the Discord server. You can go and talk to them and pick their brain about whether or not it's a good investment. I don't want you guys making an investment that you aren't confident in, so go ahead and do that. Anyway, let's see. Someone said, I only spend my 3 days in CT2A and I already have 73% complete. Good on you. I hope you're getting a lot of good value out of that. I think we're just refueling, says Dre. Hey, Andre. How are you doing? That's an old name. You've been here for quite some time. Was talking to Brooklino. Okay. Look at the last spikes. They're around drops. Was only around 20% right now since that last high. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this pullback and why I still think this is healthy correction and where we might be headed from here. Because, guys, if we don't have the worst case scenario happen, which, like I said, I was never saying that that was what was going to happen. I was simply laying out something that could happen, a potential scenario. It's a really good idea. Excuse me, it's not a really good idea. It's something you want to keep in mind that Bitcoin can still come down to this 20 EMA. The reason why I still have not been concerned about this correction, a lot of people have been worried about this. A lot of people have been concerned about this pullback. But guys, even on the lowest wick down here, this is only a 33.5%, 40%, 34% correction, which that sounds like a lot, especially if you talk about the stock markets, for example. In the stock markets, anything over a 20% correction, and depending on who you ask, over an 18% correction is the beginning of a bear market. That's not true in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's more like 40 to 50% correction is when you're in bear market territory. Guys, we did just have someone new subscribe to the channel. Nomad has subscribed to the channel. If you guys are new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I would love to see if we could break through 26,000 subscribers resistance level here in today's live stream. That'd be really cool. We have a couple new people coming in, as always. Make sure if you're enjoying the live stream, you're enjoying the content, and you want to see more, that you hit that subscribe button. Anyway, Dre said, your boy Jeb, this home ain't going anywhere. Good, 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 good. All right. Anyway, like I was saying, anything over like a 45% correction in Bitcoin is considered getting into bear market territory. We haven't seen that right now. Currently, if we were to look from yearly high to where we are now, it's only a 25% correction, guys. Like I said, that may sound like a lot, but it's actually not. It's not even close to a lot. It just really isn't. If we look here at the history of Bitcoin, this 20 EMA is what's going to govern whether or not we're going into a bear market. We can see it very clearly right here. We can see it very clearly right here. I've gone over that a lot, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. The point is, guys, if we look back here on this market, what we would normally see is Bitcoin would come down to this 20 EMA. Not only to the 20 weekly EMA, Bitcoin would also come down to the 100 daily simple moving average. If we go ahead and make sure that's the only one on the chart here, and we fly back in time for a little while, we can see that Bitcoin very commonly would come down to this level. All the time. Bitcoin would always come down to this level. But you know what would happen is Bitcoin would bounce. Bitcoin would bounce and it would restart a rally. So guys, what we're seeing right now is nothing short of a healthy correction. Bitcoin, during those pullbacks, I also want to mention, Bitcoin fell 40%. One of the things I was talking about close to a month ago was that this correction that we're seeing right now may not be over because Bitcoin hadn't pulled back 40% yet. As you can see on this correction back over here is a 40% retracement. Right here, it was a 40% retracement. Over here, several of these were close to 40%. That was 37. If we look at this one right here, it was 34. Guys, Bitcoin has a long history of having major corrections during the middle of a bull market. This one was nearly 29%. So it's not the end of the world if we do see a major correction. Let me go ahead and give our shout out here because Vladimir Stemenkovic has subscribed to the channel. I'm so happy I got that right. I think I got that right. Tell me in the chat if I did. But guys, as we just saw, Bitcoin is very perfectly capable of having a 40% correction and still being in a bull market. Guys, Bitcoin has only had a 34% correction. So what we're seeing here is taking a while, but it's not catastrophic. This, albeit, could have happened a little faster and gotten to the point, but it's just not that big of a deal. It's nothing to be worried about. It's nothing to be scared of. I want to make that very clear because I think some people thought I was trying to spread FUD in today's video, and I wasn't. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and check what's going on in the chat. What's up, my crypto peeps? Hello. I am not gonna try to pronounce that. Actually, I probably could. What? Okay, no, I'm not going to pronounce that because I don't want to say that on live stream. It's backwards and upside down. No market structure has been broken yet. Let's be smart. That's a great way to put it, Dre. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make here, guys. If you're in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, like I said, that's linked in the description down below with a $40 off coupon code. In this course, there's a video called Market Structure. It's a very important video. This is probably up there in the top 5 most important videos in this course in the Bitcoin Academy, in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. The reason for that is, as we talk about in that video, if any of you guys are in CT2A, I know several of you are actually, if you watch that video, one thing I remember saying in that video is that when market structure is broken, a lot of times that's telling you something about the market. When market structure is broken, many times you're seeing something major happen. Right now, we haven't had market structure be broken. We haven't had this bottom, the 100 simple moving average, or the 20 weekly exponential moving average be broken. Therefore, we haven't seen anything major happen yet. A major event would be something like Bitcoin falling below both of these and then like reinitiating the bear market or something. But to have a major event happen, you have to have a major change in market structure, and we haven't had that major change in market structure yet. So guys, let's see. Jeb, would you please show where the estimated levels of support and resistance are to the upside? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and talk about that, because as we can see here, Bitcoin is moving to the upside a little bit. Over the last 20 minutes or so that we've been recording, Bitcoin has rallied. Actually, we've been going for almost 40 minutes already, guys. Wow, time flies. Goodness gracious, Bitcoin's up here around 10.4. Looks like it's going to be breaking to the upside. Guys, this may be a good time to be longing. I would go check your charts and check your exchanges, because Bitcoin looks like it's about to blast off. Let's see what happens here, guys. We're trading at $10,448. We have just broken a new high at $10,435. It does look like we're still going to the upside. $10,450 at the moment. The inner horse racer commentator, pardon me, comes out. The inner auctioneer in me comes out, as you guys all talk about. Someone says hello from Croatia. Hi from Catalonia. Hello, hello Croatia, and hello Catalonia. Hello to those regions of the world. I love geography, guys. I'm very happy to say that I at least know where those places are. Let's see here. Look for patterns. Yeah, guys, that's another thing. Look for patterns. Look for levels of support and resistance, and look for where they're getting broken. When you have market structure and you see it be broken, that's big. That can be on longer-term time frames, and that can be on shorter-term time frames. Right here, we had a high recently at $10,435. If Bitcoin breaks that, as it just has in the last minute and a half or so, a major rally could ensue, and that may happen here with these next couple of minutes. Let's do some short-term TA here. We're looking at a bullish cross on the MACD. We're looking at RSI sitting up here in overbought territory up close to 77. This is about 10 higher than I would like to see, but that does signal short-term bullish strength. David Watts says, hello from Knoxville. I actually used to live in Knoxville when I was very young. I was born not too far from Knoxville, David Watts. Beautiful town, beautiful state. God, I love Tennessee, guys. I was born in Tennessee. I've been back to Tennessee only twice. Excuse me, 3 times. 3 times or 4 times? 3 times in the last year. I was up there in December of last year. I was up there in March of this year, and I was up there in May of this year also. Excuse me, I wasn't up there in May. I was up there last month when I had to fly in and out of Nashville. That's when I was up there. Guys, Tennessee is absolutely beautiful. If you've never been to Tennessee, go to Tennessee. Absolutely gorgeous state, guys. Incredible. If you've never flown in or out of Nashville Airport, BNA, that airport and the surrounding area is beautiful, guys. When my airplane was coming in, not my airplane, but when the plane was coming in, we did like a big old aerial tour of BNA because we had to loop all the way around the airport, so we just flew around the entire city. It was really cool. Let's see here. Got some craziness going on in chat, guys. Hopefully the moderators can keep that cool. If you can't, I might have to step in. Guys, I don't want a whole bunch of controversy going on in the chat. Let's see if we can keep it constructive and see if we can keep spectating the market and trying to learn some stuff, guys. What would you guys like to see out of the live stream right now? I'm interested to hear your take on that. Would you like to sit here and watch the minute chart for the next 5 to 10 minutes or so in anticipation of a potential move? Or would you like me to continue talking about potential targets for this rally that seems to have been forming here over the last few minutes? I'm interested to hear what your take is on that. Is Tennessee minority friendly? Absolutely, guys. That's a big misconception about the South, that the South is not minority friendly. Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to find jerks everywhere, but guys, you got to realize that most of that's a misconception. Tennessee is a very, very sweet place. You'll find some of the nicest people on planet Earth in Tennessee. Jeb, it was at 10-420. The 420 jokes are back. Guys, the 420 jokes are back. I was out in Colorado, and there was plenty of 420 going on out there, guys. You couldn't drive a mile without finding a weed dispensary. 1 minute chart. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep it on the 1 minute chart for a little bit. Support and resistance, potential targets, moon. Okay, well, we can look at the moon real quick. But yeah, let's actually keep it here for just a second, guys, and we'll talk about price targets in a little bit. Looks like a couple people were timed out, guys. You will be timed out for 5 minutes, it looks like. Let's see if we can keep it constructive. I do apologize that that happened, but it seems like someone was not acting the way that they should have been. I'm not really sure what's going on because I'm not able to keep up with the drama in chat while I'm also live streaming. Hopefully we can keep it constructive. Just call me Buzz Aldrin, guys. Absolutely. I will give whoever can name me the third Apollo 11 member, the one that didn't land on the moon, $5 if you can find it without Googling it. And now I have to rack my brain because I know his name and I can't remember it. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong were, of course, the two that landed, but there was a third member of Apollo 11 that people often forget about that stayed up in the lander, which must have sucked, guys. Next weekly candle, yeah. King K said, I think your video on that topic was very sincere and good of you to make. Thank you very much, King K. I took that video extremely seriously. It's something that I have dealt with in the past. I've had people that I'm very close to come close. And I remember guys in high school, this is... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to get into that. That's just depressing. Think the next resistance around 10.555. The Brooklino said, Jeb, you mentioned when I was down due to learning losses to go to practice sites where I can practice in real time. Now that I'm doing your course, I'd like to practice like that too. Website, Michael Collins. Everybody knows Michael Collins. Okay, good. You all get $5. The Brooklynos, I was talking about paper trading. I don't personally paper trade. I can try and find you a place to paper trade if you'd like. What you can also do is just go on an exchange and trade with like $10 or $20 or something. It's not going to be paper trading technically because you are working with real money, but you can trade with such an insignificant amount of capital that if you lose it, it really doesn't matter. All you guys have looked it up, Michael Collins. Thank you for reminding me because I asked that question and I knew the name of the guy and I couldn't remember. My father actually watched the moon landing happen live and said, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, right before Neil Armstrong did, which was pretty cool. Rianu Keeves went to the moon. Guys, Rianu Keeves did go to the moon. The Bits Between says, Jeb, it's funny that the USA has stuck a flag in the ground and completely missed the Earth. Yeah. Oh, man. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream and you are looking forward to what we're going to do here tonight, make sure you smash that subscribe button, guys. I'd love to see if we could go ahead and break through resistance at 26,000 subscribers, guys. Absolutely crazy that we have this many of you guys here in the crypto community. I got to figure out what I'm going to call you guys. All these YouTubers have like a name for their community. I need to figure it out. Oh, excuse me. Ah, man. Asia's waking up. We have an upcoming MACD crossing the 4-hour pump. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the MACD. That's something that I wanted to talk about out on the 4-hour chart. Because as you can see, we are looking to have a bullish cross on the MACD. And we are also looking to break bullish above the 20 exponential moving average on the 4-hourly chart. Some people wanted me to talk about some technical analysis on shorter term markets for Bitcoin. This is a major one. Bitcoin looks like it's about to have a major turning point. If Bitcoin has a bullish cross here and continues moving to the upside on the RSI, that could force us through the 20 exponential moving average. If we're able to get forced through the 20 exponential moving average, that's going to be very bullish for Bitcoin because getting through that means that we're in a medium-term uptrend. Now, you have your like short-term trends down on the hourly chart and below. Then we have like our medium-term chart. Sitting here like the 4-hourly. As you guys can see, when Bitcoin's above the 4-hourly 20 EMA, it's typically in an uptrend, as you can see right here. We see it over here too with a lot of certainty. When Bitcoin is above this moving average, it's in an uptrend. And right now, Bitcoin looks like it's about to test this moving average again, and we're going to see if we can actually break through it once again. I want to see Bitcoin break through this. I want to see Bitcoin rally. I would like to have seen Bitcoin putting a bottom in. I'd really like to see that, guys, for other reasons that we'll talk about in a little while. But that's what I'm looking at right now. You guys wanted to know what targets I have. That's what they are. And you guys are terrible with coming up with names, by the way. Let's see. Jebsters, Jeb Crew, Jebologists, Jebbies. What what in the world is that? Dre says we try and do some live trading in voice in Discord. We're working on it, Jeb. You guys are in the voice chat in Discord? Guys, a lot of people don't use the voice chat in Discord. If you guys want to, you know there are voice chats in the Discord server that you guys can join with. We might be taking calls from the Discord server in the future, so if you want to get involved in that, what you have to do is hit that like button and also join the Discord server and our community down there with the link in the description down below. 100 daily was perfect support. Guys, I've been talking about the 100 daily moving average being support for the last month. Look at what's going on here, guys. I'm not just pulling this stuff out of my rear end. This technical analysis that I'm showing you guys, it works. Bitcoin came down here and tested this and bounced off of it almost perfectly. If Bitcoin falls below this, there's another moving average not too far below at around $8,900 that will probably catch us. So even if we do fall below this, it's not the end of the world. One of these is probably going to catch us, and right now it looks like the 100 is the one that's doing it. Let's see if you guys have come up with anything better. Nobody mentioned Jebets yet. I'm shocked. That's the female version of me, actually. It's not. It's Jebet. Hopefully that never comes to fruition. Check the Fibonacci on the 4-hour. We'll check that out here in a second. The Brooklino says Jebber, Jeb ends, Jebcoin, Jebby beans, Jebba believers. That's a reference to believer. Absolutely amazing, guys. I'm loving it. I think not a single one of you has come up with a good name, but you're making me laugh anyway, and that's what's important. Jebos to lose. I don't even know what that means. Let's see here. Someone wanted me to look at the 4-hourly Fibonacci, so we will go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and grab our Fibonacci retracement over here. We're going to grab it right here. And you bring up a good point, my friend. Check this out, guys. Look at the 4-hourly Fibonacci. I haven't checked this out today, so I'm glad you brought that to my attention. The 78.6% Fibonacci level over here, retracement all the way back down to our bottom, is also giving us support, guys. There's a big reason why I show you guys this technical analysis, why I show you guys in the course stuff like Fibonacci retracement. Right there is the second one. Moving averages. These two guys right here, moving averages, Fib retracement, very often they're going to help you call bottoms. And as you guys can see, Bitcoin has set a bottom in down here on the 78.6% Fibonacci level. And we've continued to rally from there. So this very well may be a bottom. Like I said, guys, I was outlining in today's video potential worst case scenarios, but right now it looks like Bitcoin is at least attempting to put a bottom in here, and it looks like something big might be coming from this in the near-term future. We'll see how this moves. I want to keep an eye on this over the course of this live stream and on through my technical analysis through the rest of the day and on through the morning tomorrow. Oh my goodness, guys. Let's try and catch up. This is ridiculous. Jeebers, Jebmeister, Jebawakis, Head Jebs. Should you buy or is it still tricky? That's a great name. Jebtar, J Crew. Should you buy or is it still tricky? Right now, we'll talk about whether or not this is a good time to buy in a little while. Hey, that's a good one. J Crew, Jeb of the Huts, Jeb, Jebinator, Pork Jeblets, Jebaka. Let's see. Someone that I see the message you deleted 1911 Falcon, and I'm not going to say it on stream. What if we were all just called Jebs? Jeb and his Jebs. Guys, there's only one of me, and it needs to stay that way. Let's see. Goodness gracious, guys. Jebmeister, Jebologist, Jeb the Hut. We're getting repeats now. La Jeba Cobra. Jeb's groupies. Yeah, you guys are all my groupies. That's what you are. Jebbernaut, Smashers. I have a recommendation. How about Jeb subscribers who hit the like button? That's what you guys are going to be called. Jeb subscribers who hit the like button while Bitcoin crashes. Guys, Bitcoin looks like it is having a bit of a fall right now, moving down to $10,420. We're making 420 jokes again, guys. Jeb rules. Hillbilly Jeb. Yeah, that's me, the casual redneck. WTF is this channel. Guys, this channel is me reading chat right now as crazy stuff happens on the chart. We are getting close to 26,000 subscribers, guys. I'd love to see us break that in today's live stream. If you guys are enjoying the live stream and you do want to see more of that, okay, guys, I may have to stop you right here. I may have to stop you right here. This is getting a little insane. I appreciate it, but we gotta... Jesus, guys, this is crazy. Oh, man. Guys, if you are interested also, you can hit that like button if you are enjoying the live stream and the fun that we're having here. Daily Stochastic and MACD show signs of more downside possible. Yeah, that's something that I've been talking about here. I'm not even going to entertain the names anymore. This is getting insane. I can't. Anyway, what you were talking about is the daily MACD and the stochastics. I'll show the MACD anyway. MACD is bearish and has been for the last couple of days. We're going to need to see a lot more bullishness on the oh god, I gotta change my tab over there. Goodness. We're going to need to see a lot more bullishness on Bitcoin's market over the next several days for us to actually have a reversal in the MACD. Since the MACD does use many candles of price action, 26 on the long moving average and 12 on the shorter one. on the faster and the slower one. It's going to take a little while for the MACD to start converging bullish on itself again, but it will start to happen if Bitcoin has actually, in fact, put a bottom in, and if we can start moving to the upside again. A bullish cross on the MACD would be a very good thing, because just having the MACD rally doesn't mean a whole lot, but if we already went bearish and then we had another bullish cross, that would be potentially like jet fuel that we could add to the fire and allow Bitcoin to start moving to the upside again. A bullish cross like that may come at a very crucial time. Guys, seriously, let's calm down. I gotta be able to read chat. Cut it out. I'm gonna start telling the mods to start giving people time out if we keep it up. Guys, seriously, I'm not joking. Always fun in crypto land. Yep. Let's see if I can scroll up through. Yeah, Mike Johnston, I do. I do. What's up, everybody? Just got here. Hey, how you doing, man? Oh man. I'm gonna start randomly giving people time out. All right. Listen to a story about a man named Yeah, I can sing that from memory. Poor country boy barely kept his family fed. Anyway, let's see here. What do we want to talk about? Guys, no one's in trouble. I just gotta get that to stop. That's insane. I use MACD, not on the daily, but I do monitor it. Guys, like I said, if you are enjoying the live stream and the craziness that's going on in chat, make sure you smash that like button, guys. Let's see if we can get to over 150 likes. I know we can do it. I know we have the steam. If you guys pull your weight, then we can hit those 150 likes. Make sure you smash that like button. And also, guys, like I said, if you are new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We do daily cryptocurrency technical analysis. We've gotten a little bit sidetracked here in the last couple of minutes. That normally doesn't happen. But if you are interested, you can go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Someone says, please clap. I definitely get that reference. Please clap. Yeah, guys, make sure you join the Discord also. Make sure you join the Discord. We have a great community going on over there. And there's actually some people in a voice chat over there if you guys want to go and join them. Craziness, guys. How do you feel about a massive ascending triangle? Let's go ahead and look at some other technical analysis here, guys. There's something else I want to bring to your attention, which is the fact that Bitcoin kind of looks like it's making a double-headed inverse head and shoulders pattern. We did just have a new subscriber, though, by the way. A Sultan has subscribed to the channel. Guys, if you are interested in daily cryptocurrency updates, daily cryptocurrency technical analysis, both in video form and here on the live streams and news, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. Anyway, what I did want to bring to your attention is that if we do put a bottom in down here, that means a couple of specific things. What that means is that Bitcoin has gotten support on the exact same level as it has over here. In fact, it turns out if you look at this market, this bottom here was relatively easy to call. And guys, I was talking about Bitcoin getting support at $10,000 in yesterday's live stream. If you want to see these kind of live streams and the calls we're making, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But we do see that Bitcoin found support. If you look at the 4-hourly candle bodies, right around $9,800, which is pretty close to our target of 10. And one of the reasons for that was because of the Fibonacci, as we saw, the moving averages that we were looking at. And also this level right here. Bitcoin had come down here. It broke both of them down here, and then we saw Bitcoin bounce here and start moving to the upside over the last few hours as well. This is starting to look like a double-headed inverse head and shoulders pattern. Now, guys, I do think I mentioned that either in today's video or yesterday's live stream, and someone mentioned to me, they said, Jeb, Bitcoin, it has inverse head and shoulders patterns at the bottom of downtrends. Like when you're having a downtrend, and it'll do something like that, and it'll move to the upside. This is where you see an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Right now, we're at the top of an uptrend, so this can't possibly be a valid pattern, can it? Well, guys, yes, it most certainly can. This can be a valid pattern, and the reason for that is because Bitcoin has had a shoulder right here, a head, and a shoulder, and it looks like it's moving to the upside again. Even though it's at the top of an uptrend, whenever you see an inverse head and shoulders pattern, that's normally a sign that you've gone from bearish to more bullish, and that's what we're seeing right now is that Bitcoin had its pullback. And this does look like it's moving into an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which would be a reversal pattern. It would be a bullish sign. Very happy to see that. Dre Lee has donated $1.99. Thank you so much, Andre. I do very much appreciate that. Dre is a member of CT2A, a member of the Discord server. Definitely a big supporter of the channel here, so thank you very much for the donation, my friend. We have also had a couple new people subscribe. We had Vladimir Teodosiev. Vladimir Teodosiev, I think I got that right. Vladimir Teodosiev, that's Teodosiev. Teodosiev, I think I got that right. Optimus Jeb and the Cryptotrons. That's the best one I've heard so far. Guys, I'll be right back. My dog is barking something. I'm going to go grab her so she can be in here. Okay, guys, and we are back. Sorry about that. I didn't want her barking while we were live streaming. Let's see here. Jeb, how do you feel about using Bitcoin futures for price prediction, says Gerard. I assume you're talking about the Bitcoin futures chart. If you look at the CME chart, if we go over here and we type in Bitcoin futures, that's going to be under all because it's going to be under futures, and we look at this, then what a lot of people talk about is with Bitcoin futures, they talk about the gaps. And yes, in stock markets, gaps are almost always filled. Right down here, we have a gap that has not been filled. And essentially what a gap is, guys, is since the futures is a derivative of Bitcoin, it's not actually trading Bitcoin. Jeb, no tea, I gotta get my dog crypto. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. But right here, we have a gap. The reason that gaps are important is because in stock exchanges that don't trade 24/7, as CME is not on a cryptocurrency exchange, sometimes you'll see a gap because the market will move while the market is closed. And especially on Bitcoin, when Bitcoin trades 24 hours a day and the CME does not, you're going to see gaps every once in a while, and that's what we saw right here. Now, guys, let me go ahead and give a shout out to a couple people. Vladimir Teodosiev donated £1. Thank you very much for the donation, my friend. But we also had, yeah, that's what I needed to say. So, guys, the thing that I want to talk about here is this gap, because people ask the question, how important are gaps on Bitcoin? And, you know, the thing is, I don't give them as much weight as you would in the stock market. If you look in the stock market, it's very, very rare that you're not going to have a gap filled. And the reason for that is, there's a lot of reasons for that. I'm not going to get into that right now. But the point is, in the stock market, it's very rare for a gap not to be filled. There's normally going to be price action that will fill this gap. And by normally, I mean almost every single time there's going to be price action to fill that gap. It's not as important on cryptocurrency. I'm just going to put it out there. It's not. And the reason I say that is because not everybody is doing technical analysis on the CME futures charts on Bitcoin. Not everybody is trading off of it in the same way that they do on the stock market with the S&P 500. When you have a gap in the S&P 500, it almost always gets filled because everybody is looking at the same chart. Not many people are looking at the CME futures charts. If we bring this back up here for a second. Give me 1 second, guys. Not everybody is looking at the CME futures chart. So if we bring up Bitcoin futures with CME, then that's BTC1 exclamation mark also to get that up a little quicker. This gap right here is not necessarily going to be filled because, like I said, guys, technical analysis is based on price history, on previous price data, and also it has a lot to do with how many people are looking at this. And honestly, guys, CME futures are relatively new, and most of their existence has been during a bear market where it's much easier to have gaps filled. Keep that in mind as well. And also, guys, not a lot of people look at the CME charts. It's just not as important as it would be in stock markets. So we can expand on that, but that's pretty much what I want to say, is that it's not as important as it would be in the stock market. So it's not necessarily true that we're going to see a gap filled. That being said, it's definitely far from impossible. We did just have 3 new people subscribe to the channel. Also, we have some contenders here for difficult to pronounce names. Anesh Patel, that's one. Welcome to the channel, Anesh. Zach Gergati has subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel. And Franklin Peters Oduimanam. Franklin Peters Oduimanam. I think that's right. I think I got that right. Welcome to the channel, guys. We're getting really close to 26,000 subscribers. I'm really excited about that, guys. If you are enjoying the live stream, make sure you smash that subscribe button and also make sure you hit that like button, guys. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes. Mike Johnson said hit that like button real quick. Absolutely, guys. Let's see if we can get all the way up to 150. Damn, my son's mom just called and interrupted like 20 minutes of the live stream. How dare her? Who does that? Jeb, I hate to break it to you, though, but people that matter look at the CMEs. Well, you know, the thing is, it's not about who matters. It's about how much money there is in the market. And there's a lot of money at the market that's not looking at CMEs. And there's a lot of people in the market that just don't care about gaps. So there are... Jesse pointed out that there's a large gap at 19,000 that needs to be filled. That's a good point. It just doesn't seem to me that it's as important as it is in cryptocurrency, in stock markets. Videotape says 26 to 100,000 subscribers next month. I would love to do that. If any of you guys are experts in SEO, hit me up because we could really use that right about now. Notification bell on right now, guys. Yeah, by the way, make sure you smash that notification bell if you haven't already. 1911 Falcon says, do you stutter, Jeb? Lol, I try not to. I used to stutter a whole lot more, and then I made a video every single day for the span of a year and a half with zero editing until about 3 months ago. Videos on the YouTube channel were never edited. They were raw videos, MP4 files that didn't go through Premiere or anything. So the entire video will be shot in one take. So if I stuttered, it went in the final product. So I got used to not stuttering as much as possible. So that really helped my ability to commentate and speak. If you guys want to learn how to do that, then start a commentary channel like this. Let's see here. Hey, plus Jeb, remember when you stole my change? Your internal compass bullish when we started the bull market. Were you the one that? What I mean by who matters is the market movers. It is. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so you're the one that was saying that. Yeah, what I was saying with the bull market is that there's an internal compass that you need to have. That's kind of your gut feeling. You need to make sure that you are adjusting your declination properly for that. I didn't remember that you were the one that gave me that idea. I remember one of you guys mentioning that. Mike Johnson said, I'm an expert, Jeb. I sent you an email earlier today. I did see that email, and I started because I wanted to respond to that tomorrow after I was back back with stuff, but I can help you with some SEO work as well as YouTube and web design. Mike Johnson, you probably got yourself a job. Just give me a couple weeks to get some other stuff worked out first. But I can't promise that because I'm not exactly sure when and where everything's going to happen, but we may go ahead and have to do some business, my friend. Let's see, we did just have another subscriber. Original June has subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Guys, make sure you smash that like button and you smash that subscribe button if you are enjoying the video. Yay, Feeny, go ahead and tell me. We will never go below 10K again. I'm not going to agree with that. You can take that stance if that's what you think is right, but we were at $10,000 less than 24 hours ago. So with that said, it's very easy for you to lose 20 hours of progress in a market. If we were at like 100 grand, it'd be a lot easier to say that with confidence. Just joined. How late am I? We've been going for just a little over an hour. We'll probably go for a little more than an hour. Sounds good, Jeb. No rush, my man. Yeah, thank you very much for that. I may get you hooked up with Taylor. I may give her the responsibility of working with all that. Hey, Jeb, will we go down to $8,500? That's something we were talking about a little while ago with the CME futures gap down there around $8,500. I don't think we're going to, and the reason for that is because, as I said, I don't want to keep going over this, but there's a very specific way in which Bitcoin goes about its pullbacks. It pulls down to the 20 exponential moving average, it bounces and it rallies from there. Guys, Bitcoin, if it goes down to $8,500, it would be breaking the 20 exponential moving average, so it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense that it would do that. Lost about 40 hours in less than 12. Yeah, you can do that if you're not careful. Yo, Jeb, go ahead and talk about the China scam mess. I'll get into that in another video. I want to do a dedicated video on that and make sure I cover it in justice. It's not something I'm going to be able to structure properly off the top of my head. Let's see. Dre, by the way, Dre, you've been here for long enough, and I trust you enough. I'm going to make you a moderator to help out when some people aren't here. You don't have to do anything, just if you know, now you have the power if you think you need it. Keep checking, John Berry, keep checking the TA, and you will see that good TA does pay off literally with time. It most certainly does, guys. It will pay off very quickly. You need to know how to do technical analysis, guys. That's why we have the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, is so that you can learn how to do technical analysis. You can learn how to trade and analyze these markets. It's really important that you know what you're doing. It's very important that you have the right skill set before you go and start trading. Dre says hello to Taylor. Taylor actually just got back into town. She's been gone for months, and I'm gonna go and see her tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Never under 9K again, I think and hope. Oh, guys, I gotta catch my breath. I've been talking for an hour straight, guys. There's adamantium support at 10K. You know, there's adamantium support at 6K also. I don't know. Oh no. That's sad to hear. Anyway, Jeb, what about the closed box theory? Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, absolutely. Odominum. Odominum, I think. I have no idea, man. I'm sorry. I'm bad at pronouncing. I'm sorry. Your first two names, Franklin Peters. Man, that's level 1 easy mode, but turns into like level 100 gangster mode after that. There's no way. Dre said go because I'm drinking a beer. Nice. Speaking of which, I might go and get myself a root beer here in a little bit, guys. I don't like the idea of drinking on stream, but I do like root beer. Nor has subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, my friend, guys. We're getting really close to 26,000 subscribers, like 15 away. Let's see, the exact number is 16 away. We're getting really close. Guys, if you do enjoy the live stream, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you smash that like button. Right now, we're just kind of hanging out. I'm letting my voice recover for a little bit, and we're going to do a lot more technical analysis here in a little bit. There's some more stuff I want to dive into. We're just taking a little bit of a break right now, and I may go and get myself a root beers to quench my thirst. Someone said I need to Google this closed box theory. No clue what it is. Yeah, I need to look into that also, Afeni. Let me go ahead and put that. No, not you. I said Google and my phone started going off. I'm going to go ahead and write that down on my board of things that I need to look up. Closed box theory. Alright. Okay. That's on a list of several things I need to look up now. Cool beans. George Gadwick said, you rock, Jeff. Thank you so much. Please, how high will Bitcoin go tonight? Well, we'll go ahead and talk about that. 100 more people joining. You all forgot to hit the like button. Yeah, Mike Johnson. You tell them. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and the like button, guys. I know we can get to over 200 likes. Someone's talking about this. Grab your beer. I'll grab my scotch. Guys. Oh, man. Jack Daniels. Anyway. Let's talk about other price targets for Bitcoin tonight. I don't necessarily know that Bitcoin's going to hit these tonight, but I do want to bring these up because there's a lot of places that Bitcoin can go tonight, guys. Bitcoin could continue rallying and really just break out in a major way here over the rest of the tonight in case this inverse head and shoulders pattern that we set in motion down here does play through. And we do, see Bitcoin use this as a permanent bottom, or at least a semi-permanent bottom. Bitcoin could have a very strong rally here. And at the same time, guys, some of the bearish technicals that we're looking at the same time, like the daily chart, MACD down here, could prove to be very bearish for Bitcoin. This can go in a number of ways. A lot of people are saying that $10,000 is very strong support, and $10,000 does appear to be very strong support. I'm going to agree with you there, but just because it's strong support doesn't mean it can't be broken. So we'll see what happens. Looks like GeoAce just donated $5, possible rounding bottom. Absolutely, GeoAce. That's kind of what we're talking about right here. Absolutely. Aaron says, who wants to see a Crypto Jeb drunk stream? I'm not very interesting drunk. Alcohol doesn't really do a whole lot of anything to me, to be quite honest, which is really interesting. I found that very interesting. How long is a piece of string? That depends on how many times you fold it. Anyway, as far as Bitcoin is concerned right now, guys, there's a couple levels of support immediately that I'm looking out for. This one right here, because we are looking to see a bullish cross on the MACD here on the 4-hourly for the Bitcoin over US dollars in the next couple of hours. And we're also looking to see Bitcoin breaking this 20 exponential moving average. If you guys are looking for a trade to do while you're up getting your midnight snack tonight, you may want to be looking at Bitcoin breaking this moving average. The 20 exponential on the 4-hourly is a big one. When you see Bitcoin break that to the upside, many times that is indicative of at least some kind of bullishness. Whether that's short or long term, it doesn't matter. It is indicative of some kind of bullishness. Normally when you break that, it's because you're in a new uptrend. If that lasts 24 hours or 24 days, it doesn't matter. You're going to see some kind of uptrend more than likely. So I do want you guys to keep an eye on that. We may see that happen. So maybe we're watching a Crypto Jab drunk stream. The only drunk I am right now is drunk on coffee because I had too much coffee earlier today and my stomach hurts because of it, so I haven't had a whole lot to eat today. Yeah, Jeb, we don't use the Bollinger Band all the time. When should we pull it out? I'll go ahead and mention the Bollinger Bands. I don't pull it out as much as I used to. It is here in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. I don't use it as much as I probably should. Let's see, what do I want to get rid of? I'll get rid of RSI, and we'll bring out BB Bollinger Bands. And guys, essentially what Bollinger Bands is it's a relatively good way of determining when Bitcoin is overbought or oversold, but one of the reasons I don't use it as much is because I find, Dre, that there are a lot of other better ways to get an idea of when the market is overbought and oversold. The RSI is great for that. MACD being oversold and overbought is good for that. There's a lot of ways to do that other than Bollinger Bands. If you do want to use Bollinger Bands, you can use them if you're on the right time frame to get an idea of when you're overextended. But the problem that I have with too much coffee, you don't say. No, the coffee actually, me talking quickly isn't coming from the coffee, but it's mainly just coming from me normally talking quickly. Anyway, but the Bollinger Bands being oversold right here, for example, they're just not they're not as good as I would like them to be. So the Bollinger Bands video is going to be updated and stay in the course for completeness, since that's a technical indicator everyone should use. One of the main reasons that I don't use it a whole lot is because I think it's a little antiquated, honestly. I think there's better technical indicators out there that do more. It is useful in certain circumstances, namely when Bitcoin is in a much more well-defined trend. For example, on the longer-term time frames, it's pretty useful, especially when you get outside of the bands. You can kind of rest assured that there should be some kind of pullback. But guys, as you can see here, Bitcoin was outside of the bands here and here and here, and it didn't have the pullback lows right here. So you're going to get a lot of false signals from Bollinger Bands. Just be careful how you use them. They are useful in some circumstances, but don't rely too heavily on them because they are going to give you a lot of false signals that you have to weed out. I personally find a lot more use in things like the RSI. Dre says, I don't use that much either. Yeah, I don't either. The US dollar will be dead. Let's see here. Let us see here. Let us see here. Yeah, let's keep the, I'm timing myself out by hasta luego. Yeah, moderators, by the way, if they're trolling, then definitely go ahead and do what you have to do. But if they're just voicing a dissenting opinion, then don't remove their messages, which that person was trolling. He was calling Bitcoin like, he was being vulgar and everything. Let's be a little careful on using that hidden feature, because that is permanent. That's not just for the live stream. That's for the entire channel. Please, I need to know if Bitcoin still has a chance of testing a chance of testing $9,900 again. Absolutely, my friend. Bitcoin very much has a chance of testing $9,900 again. I'm not convinced that's going to happen, though, guys. Bitcoin has set a relatively strong bottom in motion, and right now we do see that there is a bottom down here. I'm going to go ahead and check the shorter-term price for RSI divergence. I don't see any. Come on here, the 5-minute. Well, I see a little bit here. We have an uptrend here on the 5-minute, and we have a bit of a downtrend here on the RSI. That's not exactly where you would normally expect to see RSI divergence, but it's not necessarily a good thing. In general, Bitcoin seems like it's doing pretty well. Bitcoin seems relatively strong at the moment, even though there are some longer-term bearish technicals. But one thing you have to keep in mind, guys, is that even when there are longer-term bearish technicals, those can be overridden on the shorter-term charts, and the shorter term can kind of grow into the longer term. So what I'll go ahead and say here is something like Paul Lucas, what we're on right now is the 5-minute. Oh yeah, I guess you guys can't see that. This number right here signifies what time frame we're on. I forgot that that was off screen for you guys. But let's see here. Actually, let's keep up with chat here for a second. RSI diverges going back pretty far on the 4-hourly. Let's go ahead and check the 4-hourly for that. Good call, my friend. Yeah, there is some pretty long-term RSI divergence. We have a bit of an uptrend here, as you can see, being defined at the moment. And we also see that there's a downtrend here on the RSI. Yeah, there is a lot of RSI divergence here. This, that could be bad, but at the same time, guys, we're seeing this is such a long-term RSI divergence. And we've also seen so much bullishness over the last couple of hours. I don't necessarily think this is going to grow into anything, but I'm going to keep an eye on that. That's definitely interesting. Good call. Good call. I remember seeing that now that you say it, actually, a little while ago. It goes back even further. Let's see how far it goes back. It goes back all the way over here. Yeah, it goes back to right about there down here. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead and see, because someone did just subscribe to the channel. I want to make sure to get a shout out. Louis Wayne has subscribed to the channel, guys. We can get a big round of applause for Louis Wayne in the chat. And also, guys, we are getting close to 26,000 subscribers. Make sure if you're enjoying the live stream that you smash that subscribe button, guys. We're only about 20 away. Really looking forward to hitting that. and I think you guys will get a lot of value out of the daily videos and out of the daily live stream. So guys, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and the like button. Someone said look at the weekly chart, so we will go ahead and do that for a second. One of the things I want to point out on the weekly chart and that we've talked about recently is the fact that the weekly RSI is converging on itself, and that it does look like we may be having a bearish cross here relatively soon. Iron Man Trading pointed that out. J-Rod, you cheating, lol. In the past, we were a green cloud. Yes, Jackie, you may go out, but don't start talking, because all the people will hear you. This time it won't only be the neighbors. Just got into Bitcoin subbing. Thank you very much, Rockian HD. Make sure you do that. And also, if you're newer to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, there is a resource in the link in the description down below. Let's see, that was Rockian HD. Welcome to the channel, man. If you are interested in learning about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, going from the very beginning all the way up through much more advanced concepts to get you on the path to becoming a profitable trader, analyst, investor, etc. The Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, linked in the description down below, is a great resource for that. There's currently a sale going August 2019. You'll get $40 off at checkout. Guys, let's get that like count to 200. Yeah, guys, let's see if we can get those likes all the way up to 200. I know we can do it, fellas. We have 340 people in the stream right now. I know we can do it. Let's go ahead and do that. Absolutely, Rockian. Tell me, am I pronouncing your name correctly? I think I am. Rockian HD. I think I got it. Do you think Bitcoin will reach $20,000 by the end of December? Interesting question. Let's go ahead and look at that. Would Bitcoin hit $20,000 by December? Well, that really depends on the decision point that we're in right now, my man, because Bitcoin is in a very crucial one. Right now, Bitcoin is deciding, is deciding whether or not it's going to stay above this level right here, or if it and bounce and move to the upside, or if Bitcoin's going to fall to the downside and start breaking below support that it currently has. If Bitcoin breaks below it and Bitcoin starts moving to the downside, then that is pretty bad, and that means that we're almost certainly not going to see $20,000 this year. If Bitcoin does come down here and bounce somewhere and move to the upside and we get support there, then yeah, Bitcoin very easily could see $20,000 by the end of this year. What I've been saying is that my prediction is around Bitcoin hitting $20,000 before the end of Q1 2020. So go ahead and look into that on your own. That's my prediction. I think it's very feasible to see Bitcoin go to $20,000 by the end of the year, but I like to be a little bit more conservative. We're not that far away from 20K. We're only about 95% of the way away from $20,000 where we stand right now. It's very, very feasible, very, very possible for us to go that high. Let's see here. Guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go ahead and get myself a drink. I will be right back in just a second. You guys go take bathroom breaks and snack breaks and everything. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back and we have the snacks, guys. I hope you went and got yourself a drink because we're going to have to crack one open with the boys real quick. Let's go ahead and catch up on chat. Repeat message, chat is going good. Not sure if you caught me asking. Can you look at the cloud indicator? I didn't see it, but I saw a pattern. When we got used to the green, we used as support constantly. I assume you're talking about Ichimoku Cloud. I don't use Ichimoku a whole lot, so I don't know if I'd be able to find the pattern you're talking about. I will look into that after the live stream, and if I see the pattern on there, I'll try to mention it in tomorrow's video. It's one that I've used in the past, but I'm not so familiar with it that I'm comfortable bringing it up on live stream. Let's make sure we have everything switched back. Martin says, how do I join the Discord? There is a link to join the Discord server in the description down below. If you have a Discord account, then it'll just go ahead and get you in the server. If you don't, it'll walk you through the steps to make a Discord account. Really, really good service, guys. The refreshing taste. The refreshing taste of A&W root beer. This dude's charts are clean. I like them. Thank you so much, Iron Man. Get the Discord app and look for Crypto Jeb channel. Yeah, guys. Let's see here. My charts have 0 indicators. Yeah, I like to keep... I don't like to have a billion different indicators on my chart. I see some people that have like 100 circles or 15 Fibonacci retracements. I like to keep my charts pretty clean. I think that a lot of what people are using is not very important, to be totally honest. Keep it pretty bare bones because you don't need all of the stuff that a lot of people talk about. If you guys are interested in getting it so that you don't have those background lines when you are using TradingView to start with and you're in dark theme, it's probably going to look something like this. And I'll be quite honest with you guys, this hurts my eyes. Ever since I changed from using this to ever since I changed from using this to what we use right now, which is where the background lines are just completely invisible, it's just so much better. It just looks so much better. I love this. Fibonacci circles are life, don't you agree? I don't use them, so I'm not going to agree. Me either, Lil Jeb, I feel ya. I never use it. Guys, the refreshing taste of root beer. Let's go ahead and give a shout out because we have had someone join the channel. Looks like we have, let's see, it's loading. C Powderhound, welcome to the channel, my friend. I got just a little glimpse of your name and I thought, oh my goodness, it's just a bunch of random letters, and I realized, no, those are actually words. Fibos are garbage. Fibonacci retracement is actually a very, very important tool, but at the same time, it depends on how you use it. If you're not using it in the right place, it's going to be completely useless. Put in my login on the 20 EMA on the weekly. With all the good things going for Bitcoin, it should be way more expensive. Yeah, I completely agree. If it stays above that, I'm still feeling really, really bullish. Master Bash says, so are we crashing or going up, guys? We'll go ahead and talk about that. Is Bitcoin crashing or is Bitcoin rallying here? Well, it's very clear to me that Bitcoin is having a short-term rally. It's very obvious that Bitcoin has been rallying ever since $9,600. Now, the question is, does that rally continue? Does that rally continue in such a way that Bitcoin is able to continue moving to the upside and start setting newer highs, like up here around 11.4 to 11.7, up here above $12,400. Is Bitcoin able to do that? That's the question that's really on my mind, and I think on your mind as well. Darkness Star has just subscribed to the channel, by the way, so welcome to the channel, my friend. We'll go ahead and move this so you guys can see the chart. The question is Bitcoin rallying here or is Bitcoin in a downtrend? I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not totally convinced that the downtrend that we're in, the longer term one, is over. The main reason for that is because Bitcoin has not come down and tested the 20 EMA. If we look back here, guys, I know I've said this so many times, so I'm going to be brief, but every single time Bitcoin had a correction, every single time without fail, Bitcoin would come back to the 20 exponential moving average. Every single time. Every single last time it happened. Every single time. I mean, just look at this. So when Bitcoin hasn't come down to the 20 EMA yet, I can't be totally confident that we're done with a pullback, because it makes a whole lot of sense to me that Bitcoin needs to come down to this 20 EMA because that's what it normally does. That's the way the market runs. That's the way the market works. That's just the way this normally works. And like I said, guys, the two things that really define how powerful a technical indicator is are as follows. What does the price history look like on that technical indicator and how many people use it? Many people use the 20 EMA, and the price history says that Bitcoin should come back down to it. So even though Bitcoin looks pretty bullish here for the last couple of hours, for the last 12 hours or so, that doesn't necessarily mean that the pullback is over. It may be over for the next couple of days, but that doesn't mean the major longer-term one is over either. We did just have a couple more people subscribe. Also, Artem Sever and Tarasai Douglas have subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, my friends. Guys, if you are new to the live stream or new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. I know we can get above 200 likes. I know we can do it, guys. Make sure you smash those likes. And also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also, turn on the notification bell so you'll be updated every single time a new video goes live, guys. Looks like we did just have another person subscribe. Gene Carter has subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Alessio Rastani thinks we're going to 1,500. Yeah, you know, Alessio Rastani is a very smart guy. And there's a reason he has 200,000 subscribers, but I don't really agree with how much emphasis he puts on contrarianism. Now, like I said, I'm not bashing Alessio Rastani. I do watch his videos, and I think he's definitely knows what he's talking about. But at the same time, guys, I see this in my comment section a lot. People will say the old mantra, and Alessio Rossani wasn't the one that started this, but whatever the majority of people think is going to happen, the opposite will happen. He's been a big part of what has pushed that in the cryptocurrency space. The cryptocurrency space is small enough. There's only maybe 3 dozen YouTube channels bigger than mine in the cryptocurrency space, so it's pretty easy to track back where some of these ideas come from. I think that he puts much too much emphasis on contrarianism. Now, it's situational. In some circumstances, it is a good idea to be a contrarian, but also like when Bitcoin's running up to 20K. But I don't think it's a valid enough ideology and methodology for trading the market that it should always be adopted. I think in general, being a contrarian just 100% of the time, full stop contrarian, is not going to be a good idea for you. You need to be a contrarian when the technical indicators are telling you to be a contrarian. Don't just be a contrarian. Be a contrarian when you have evidence that you should be a contrarian. Because, guys, if you're a contrarian all the time, 90% of the move that Bitcoin make are going to be in line with the trend that it's already moving in. 90% of these moves down here, all of these moves down here, I mean, from $20,000 all the way up until right here, everything in here, if you were a contrarian, you would have been calling bullishness and calling for the beginning of a bull market. Guess what? You were wrong, because Bitcoin likes to follow long-term trends. It likes to follow trends on the daily chart, the weekly, the monthly, etc. If you're a contrarian not 100% of the time, when 90% of the time the market is going to continue in the trend it's already in, you're going to hurt yourself. So I'm not saying don't be a contrarian, but be careful about when you do it. Because if you do it too much, you're probably going to get burned. You want to use other technical analysis other than just disagreeing with everyone to make it through your trading life. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and adjust some of these trend lines as Bitcoin has been moving here. We've got a little bit of an ascending trading channel here that I want to keep an eye on. Let's go ahead and look at this. No different than perma bulls on Bitcoin. Yeah, on the long term, I'm a perma bull on Bitcoin because Bitcoin is, in my opinion, still very early on. So I wouldn't say it's the exact same thing, but it's kind of like that. Permanently bullish on Bitcoin. I think people misconstrue what perma bull means. A lot of times what people mean when they call themselves a perma bull or it is different from what people mean when they call themselves or other people perma bulls. JR said I need to head out. Have a good weekend, Jeb. Peace, JR. Thank you for tuning into the live stream, my man. Good luck on your trades. Anyway, let's move on here. I've traded live for 12 years for a living, and I'm a contrarian 100%. I think that, like I said, there's nothing wrong being a contrarian so long as you're careful about not being a contrarian at the wrong time. Let me put it that way. Let's catch up on chat here. The strange upward thumb icon needs to be blue, says Mike Johnson. Guys, Mike Johnson has a point. We need to go ahead and smash those likes, guys. Here, let's see. I will demonstrate for you. I will demonstrate. If you are watching the live stream, you need to come down here, and you see this button right here. You need to take this, and you need to make it blue. There you go. You go ahead and smash those likes, and then we will be good. Awesome. Let's keep moving on. Let's go ahead and catch up on chat here, guys. I love reading the chat, guys. It's one of my favorite things to do. I will be right back, guys, in just 1 minute. Give me just... Alright, we are back. Guys, I was walking in my living room for just a second, and I saw my violin, and it reminded me, hey, you know, I play the violin. I wonder, would you guys be interested in hearing me play violin one day? That'd be pretty cool. Alright, let's look here at the chart. Bitcoin did have a little bit of an uptrend that it does seem that it is falling through right now. Dog wolf wolf, yes, dog was wolf wolfing. I had to make sure dog was not wolf wolfing. Now dog is looking at my chair, moving back and forth, being like, hey, what's that? What's that, Jeb? My dog has her own voice, yep. Jackie. Hey, Jackie. You got all attention now. Oh, goodness gracious. I wound her up. No, calm down. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Quit. Do it, Rockman. All right, let's see. I can make a strong case that Bitcoin will be dead and gone in less than 2 years. Well, you go right ahead and do that. I'm curious to see how you make that case because I don't personally see that. Guys, A&W root beer, the nectar of the gods. Goodness gracious. Oh, someone pointed out the 200 EMA on the 4-hourly chart. I meant to look at that. Let's go ahead and check that out. Good call, my friend. Also, the 200 EMA is looking like it's being support at the moment on Bitcoin on the 1-minute chart. But on the 4-hourly chart, this is one that I wanted to point out. You lied to me. It is not acting as resistance right now. It is above us. We haven't gotten back up to it yet. Play the violin if Bitcoin breaks below 9K and everyone's upset. Yeah, I'll play Sad Romance. The do 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 do. Man. I'm gonna go ahead and crack open some coffee also, guys. Play Devil Went Down to Georgia at Jetty Daniels. I do know how to play the Devil Went Down to Georgia. It's a very hard piece for me, though. It's a little bit above where my skill level is, but I do know how to play it. Mr. Snurp. Great name, by the way. Glorious, glorious coffee, guys. Glorious coffee. I will legitimately give you $5 if you can tell me what kind of coffee I'm drinking. I will do it. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, make sure you smash that subscribe button and also the like button. We're probably going to be wrapping up in about a half an hour. There's not a whole lot more that I want to talk about. We can look at some altcoins here for a little bit. Let's see here. I don't think there was anything I want to touch on Bitcoin Cash. I'm a fan of root beer, but Barks is also nice. Barks isn't bad. Yeah, you're right. Guys, like I said, these altcoins, they had an uptrend of support, and they have broken bearish out of them. These are ones that I wanted to see. Oh, excuse me. Hi, what's Bitcoin's price next week? We'll go ahead and look at that. Bitcoin's price next week, like I said that, guys, that's really going to depend on what Bitcoin does as a bottom down here. Whether or not Bitcoin has a major bounce here and continues moving to the upside is going to depend on how strong the bulls are right now, how overextended the bears actually got when they were pushing the market down over the last few days. Guys, the thing that I'm interested in right now is not actually the direction of the market. It's that Bitcoin stays above the 20 exponential moving average. Oh, someone got close. Someone got really close. Was Don Johnson. Crypto Party Fool, hello. I'm really interested in seeing Bitcoin stay above the 20 exponential moving average. And I'm interested in Bitcoin having a lot of volatility. Those two things happen, I'm a happy camper. If Bitcoin does those two things, I don't care. I'm happy. I don't care what my portfolio value says because, like I said, guys, Bitcoin's chart looks something like this. That's Bitcoin's chart. This is Bitcoin's chart. It's not volatile like Bitcoin over US dollar is. Bitcoin over Bitcoin is like that because one Bitcoin always equals one Bitcoin. And that's just the way it is. A lot of people guessing. Let's see. One of you got pretty close. I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't want to park my $5. Our Discord is very open-minded. All we ask is have a reason for your thought process. Yeah, guys, make sure you join the Discord server. There's a link in the description down below. Someone got close to the kind of coffee I have in front of me. What do you think about the end of 2019 price? Guys, if Bitcoin can manage to stay in the bull market and stay above the 20 exponential moving average on the weekly chart, it's probably going to be trading at or close to or above $20,000. Man, some of you guys are getting really close. Can you send a link to Discord in here, please? I can put it in the chat, but it's also right below the live stream. If you just scroll down, it's going to say join the Discord right below my handle for Twitter and Instagram. There is a link to join right down there. I'll go ahead and put it in there. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat so you guys have it right in front of you. Jeb Bucks, yep, that's it. That's totally it. Black Rifle, I've heard very good things about. Guys, Black Rifle Coffee Company is absolutely hilarious. If you've never seen that YouTube channel, go watch them. Those videos are amazing. Lauren Baird, put your donation link in the chat because you got it. I owe you $5, my man. Guys, also, like I said, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We just had Alan Go subscribe to the channel. Go. I think I got that right. Go. I'm not sure. Alan Go, welcome to the channel, my man. And make sure you smash that like button and subscribe button, guys. Let's see if we've gotten to over 26,000 subscribers. I know we're getting really close. We're probably going to wrap the video up, the stream up, around 8 o'clock. So we'll see when that happens. Well, I have a feeling I know when it's going to happen. Probably in about 35 minutes because that's not how time works. But let's see here. John McAfee still on $1 million end of 2020. You know, I think he's completely wrong. I think he's going to end up having to eat his schlong like he said he was going to. Because I don't think we're going to get there that quick, but we'll see. You know what? Just for fun, let's analyze a $1 million Bitcoin before the end of 2020. Let's just see. Let's just see real quick. Abel Seaman Stein says, "Hi, Jeb. Bought your course a month or two ago. Really good and improved my TA skills tremendously." Thank you so much, guys. He's talking about the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, which is sitting right here. If you guys are interested in CT2A, there is a link in the description down below where you can check out the course. There is a $20 off coupon code running right now. That is August 2019. Go ahead and check that out. Join Discord. Can I get permission to speak? That should have been turned off. I'm not sure why it's doing that, Iron Man. That is a 5-minute timer, though. I know I turned that off. I'm not sure why it's still on. Give it 5 minutes. You will have permission to speak. I know I changed that, but oh well. But yes, you do have permission to speak. But what I was saying is the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy does have a 20% off coupon code going right now. That's a $40 off code. It's August 2019. If you guys want to learn how to trade cryptocurrencies, if you want to learn how to analyze these markets, guys, this is the place to do it. For $159, you're really going to learn pretty much everything you need to know on how to go through the very basics of how to set up a TradingView account like we have right here, how to get started with Binance. This is going to be updated with a Bittrex video and a Kraken video. We're also going to be adding a video on leverage, what shorting and longing means, and how they're both calculated, what they both do. We're also going to be talking about leverage as well in videos to come. Guys, if you join CT2A, you get all current and future videos for one price. It's not subscription. That's not $159 a month or anything. That is one price for all current and all future content. Guys, it's a really good deal. You can talk to people in the Discord server. You can talk to people in this live stream. There are a lot of people in this live stream who have gone through the course, and I'm confident in letting them do the marketing for me because I already know what they're going to say because everybody loves the course, guys. I don't get complaints about it, period. That sounds sketchy, I know. It's crazy to me that it doesn't happen, but people don't complain about the course. People have nothing but good things to say about it. That's really cool. Peter, for example, says, "Can also vouch for CT2A course. Been a big improvement on my TA." Thank you so much for that, Peter. Guys, if you want a bunch of people to talk about with CT2A, check the Discord server down below. We've got a lot of people down there that are in CT2A. If you want to learn about it, before you jump on in, go ahead and talk to them. And one more thing before we get back to the TA, guys, remember that Jeb, we got Iron Man in the Discord. Good job, guys. Also remember that there is a 14-day refund guarantee with CT2A. If you watch less than 30% of the course material, because I don't want you watching every single video here in the course and then trying to get a refund. If you watch less than 30% of the course material, which I think is fair, within 14 days of you purchasing the course, I will give you your money back. And I'll be honest with you guys, we've had 780 nearly people go through the course. That's happened a few times. A few people have wanted a refund. I think the number is like 3 or 4 or 5, something like that. Very, very few. That's a very, very, very low return rate, by the way. And I've talked to every single one of them and asked them, hey, why did you want the refund? I mean, I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just curious so I can improve the course if there's anything that needs to be changed. And every single one of them said, Jeb, it wasn't the program. It wasn't the course. It wasn't the academy. It was that I didn't have time. So if you guys have the time and you guys have the patience and you guys want to learn about how to work in these markets, this is the course for you. So go ahead and check that out. Let's go ahead and see here. Empty Coiner says, this is a long stream, Jeb. Enjoying the extended conversation. Yeah, I try to go on for about 2 hours at least. The commitment I made about a week ago was that I will live stream 6 days a week for at least 1 hour until the end of this year. We're going to try to do it. I enjoy doing it, but it is very tiring. It's hard for me to keep going and talking at the speed I do for as long as I do. Mike Johnson said, be back soon, be good all. Yeah, let's try and keep politics out of the chat. Trump thinks Bitcoin's a scam. Yeah, you can talk about that, but let's try not to dive too much into politics here. This is a rather apolitical channel. Thank you. Someone reminded me of the $1 million Bitcoin. Let's look at $1 million Bitcoin by the end of 2020. Let's do some quick and dirty math on what that would take for John McAfee to not have to eat his manhood. Let's see here. For John McAfee not have to indulge in Schrodinger schlong, he may have to go ahead and see Bitcoin rally. Let's see here. How much does Bitcoin have to rally here? Bitcoin has to rally 10,000% in the next 14 months. Next 15 months or so. Bitcoin has to rally 10,000%. Okay. Well, that's not necessarily crazy. Let's keep looking at this. Bitcoin rallied 10,000% in the span of 861 days once. So, you know, Crypto Party Full said, "Is it if it's a lifetime membership? Were they out of time to watch because they were dying?" No, I don't know. I think what it was is that they just didn't have the time. The people that I'm talking about, I can go and find the emails if you want me to read it verbatim. It'll take me a little while because I get so many emails. But essentially what they were saying is that they didn't have the time to go through the course and they didn't want to add trading. It wasn't necessarily that they didn't have time to go through the course, it's that they didn't have time to implement what they were learning. Because there's about 10 hours of footage here, but to implement this and to learn how to trade and make that a big part of your life, it's going to take many, many, many more hours of you trading as well. So they just didn't want to make that commitment, so they wanted their money back. That's why those 4 or 5 people, however many people it was, wanted that refund. Excuse me, guys. Oh, when you talk so much, I'm sorry, it happens. I love your live streams much more than the pre-recorded videos. Well, it was sarcastic. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I hope McAfee chops it off. Yeah, guys, McAfee may have to, the fella may have to, he may have to get his schlong sauteed if he doesn't see Bitcoin rally about 10,000% in the span of the next, 500 days. I mean, Bitcoin's rallied 10,000% before. We'll see what happens. We're right now being supported by the same trend line that has been running since late March. Good call. Let's go ahead and look at that. We're looking at the log chart, massively flattened out. If we go ahead and check here, then I see the one you were talking about right here. This trend line is definitely one that I want to keep an eye on. One thing I don't like is that these touches got away from it. This would have looked a lot nicer if, for example, we had something that moved them in the opposite direction, unlike the log chart that brought this down here and brought this down here. If those bonds were a little bit lower, that would be a much nicer looking uptrend. Alas, it's not, but that's okay. Guys, we're getting very close to 26,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane to me, guys. We're only 8 away, so if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'd love for us to hit that on stream so we can celebrate and like pop some champagne corks and buy some Lamborghinis as celebration, guys. Really enjoying the live streams, really enjoying sitting here and chatting with you guys. We did have a couple people join the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy a little while ago. John and Jose, both of them joined C22A about half an hour ago. If you guys are still in the stream, give us a 1 in the chat. I'm going to mute myself for just a second. I'll be right back. Oh, guys, I don't know what it is. I think it's just all the talking. I have some crazy hiccups. You should stream to D-Live as well, Jeb. There's a decent-sized community there. They're getting more interested in crypto. I may look into doing that. I've definitely heard of D-Live. In fact, Dre said I leveled up after I got the course. No cap. Jeb has given me nothing. Hasn't given me nothing for my truth. Yeah, Dre's been in the course for a while. I definitely think he's been enjoying it. I can let him speak for that on his own. Rakian HD 1. Oh, okay, so you were one of those. Like I said, I won't be mentioning any last names. Wolf again. No, that wasn't a Wolf. That was actually me needing to clear my throat and everything, guys. When you talk for as long as I have been talking for nearly 2 hours, even though I talk a lot, 2 hours straight is interesting. What car are you really going to buy? Lambo? No, I'm going to be buying the Corvette C8 next year when that comes out. I haven't gone and talked to the Chevrolet dealership in town yet, but I'm going to be getting that when that goes out. I probably won't be getting the first round of allocation, but I am getting that car, guys. We'll go ahead and talk about that for just a second. Everybody talks about hashtag goals. This is a hashtag goal. I'm really looking forward to this car coming out. This car right here. No, there's already been a crash. No way. That sucks. Let's see. And let's also change that because that would have been an accidental face reveal. That's why you got to be careful with these live streams. But guys, this right here is the car that I'm going to be getting. This is the Corvette C8. This was announced just about a month ago, if I remember correctly. Really excited for this. This car is freaking awesome. With options, it's going to be around $100,000. We don't know the exact price right now. Actually, around $80,000. I want to get this and a couple other cars as well. I'll be buying a Honda, my own jet. Yeah, guys, I'm definitely getting a jet in the future. We're going to have some crazy things going on. Jeb, do you have a Discord? Yes, in fact, we do. That is linked in the description down below. I'm loving the community that we have over there in the Discord server. Nearly 2,000 members. If you guys want to join that, make sure you do. Linked in the description. But guys, when I buy this, you better believe there will be some vlogs on it. And yeah, that's one thing also. The Corvette gives you a lot of performance. 0 to 60, 2.95 seconds. And it's pretty fairly priced also. It's not going to break your bank like if you were going to be... buying a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, like I'll be buying in the future as well. Actually, by then, the Lamborghini Aventador will probably be outdated, but nevertheless. Hello, Jackie. Yes, I have all these lovely people with my attention, and you're just begging for mine also. We're going to have a yacht party? Yes, guys, we will have a yacht party. Absolutely. When the channel gets a little bigger, and I think I can actually... start filling like venues and stuff. We're gonna start having meetups. I want to start having little get-togethers with you guys in real life. That'd be really cool, in my humble opinion. I'll be buying the Honda. I was looking at buying a Honda Civic Type R recently. I really want to buy a Mercedes AMG E63. If you guys know what that car is, that's a really cool car. Get the jet, fly me from the Panhandle to your part of Florida. I wouldn't be flying you very far. I was looking in the Netherlands what the price for the Corvette was going to be. With all taxes, they told me it would cost in NL around $240. Is that $240,000, like US dollars? Yeah, secondhand Gallardo is cheaper than this. Yeah, the Corvette is gonna start under $60,000 in the United States. Electric from Korea. Yeah, electric cars have ridiculous 0 to 60s, guys. The E63, yeah, guys, the E63, that's a nice car. Oh, guys, we're just going to kind of chat it out here for the remainder of the live stream. I'll probably go for a Porsche Cayman. Yeah, the Porsche Cayman's nice. I don't really find myself needing a... I don't know. Something about the Cayman, I don't really like it all that much. It's nice, but I like the Lamborghinis and the Corvettes more. Ford Raptors are pretty sick, too. Let's see here. Dubstep says, I'm a college student and money is tight, and I have one coin. Would you recommend holding or buying highs? I wouldn't recommend buying highs. I'd recommend buying lows, if anything. But if you're talking about one Bitcoin and you're a college student, honestly, what I would do is I would hold on to that Bitcoin, and by the time you get out of college, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, however, if you want to, you could probably sell that and pay for any college debt that you have, or hold on to that, and your one coin there could be like your retirement. I would hold on to that. I wouldn't be selling that early, honestly. E-Corvette is better for the environment. Do they make one of those? I don't think they do. Everyone wants a car, but I'm weird. I want a bunker. I want a bunker too, man. I remember when I was a lot younger, I would like draw up sketches of the bunkers I was going to build. I remember one time I was, I'd draw them up. 9,050K is the bottom it will retest. Guys, $9 million is the bottom we're going to. Buying high made me giggle. Meant selling high, sorry. Yeah, Dubsteps, you want my opinion on this? Here's my opinion. Take this with a grain of salt. Do your own technical analysis, of course, but I would recommend you holding on to that. I wouldn't sell that. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but you wanted my opinion, and there it is. Guys, let's see. I think we're getting close to hitting that 26,000 subscriber mark. In fact, we are, guys. Only 3 more subscribers away. If you are the 26,000 subscriber, I will send you $26 in Bitcoin, guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's see if I can. I don't have any idea how I'm going to prove who did that, but I will try to keep up with it. I'm going to open, well, actually I already have Social Blade open here on the other chart. I'm going to go to live subscriber count and see it grow. I want to watch this and see if we can hit this live. So guys, we only need 3 more subscribers. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. I know there's at least 3 of you in here that aren't subscribed. If you are the 26,000 subscriber, and you tell me the second you subscribe in chat, and I can prove, then I will send you 26 bucks in Bitcoin. Had a Forester Turbo, no power under 3,000 revs. Electric has full power from 0. Yeah, that's one thing I really like about electric cars is the amount of kick you get. Oh, looks like someone unsubscribed. If you get Bitcoin from Jeb, that's really good luck, yep. I'll unsub and resub right at 26K. That was you, wasn't it, MT Coiner? Ah. There we go. We got 2 more. 2 more to go, guys. I'm looking between SOFR for pennies, not considering selling my Bitcoin, brother. Yeah, man, if you buy Bitcoin, hold on to it. We're 1 away, guys. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. We did just have someone subscribe. Unfortunately, they weren't the 26th. We had Fatty Potato and Seacrest FPV. You guys were not the 26,000th, but you are new subscribers, so welcome to the channel, my friends. 1 more. Let's see here. Oh, that was the same notification. Okay. The bow tie is the new Lambo. And 26K, guys. We are there. I wonder who that was. I have no idea how to call who it was. Trek, let's see. I don't have any idea. I know I said that. I have no clue who it was. Well, we did it. 26,000 subscribers, guys. You saw it here. 26,003, guys. Just subscribed. I think what we're going to have to do is you guys are going to have to put your Bitcoin addresses in there, and I'm going to have to pick one of you. GA says subscribed. Welcome to the channel. 26,008. Wow, guys. Everybody's subscribing. Welcome to the channel, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It might have been Dubstep ZZ. Now nobody unsubscribed, lol. Jeb, change the screen real quick. No, I want to leave it up here. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee in celebration. Oh, man. I see it going down. I see a couple of you guys just subscribed to see... Rockian... Let's see. Rockian, you said you joined the course. Freda Freeman, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Had a lot of people come in. Adam and Jerry's Journey. Adam and Jenny's Journey, excuse me, has subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Alex Sheehan has subscribed. Fredo Freedom has subscribed. Welcome to the channel, my friends. Just give us all $26 worth of Bitcoin. That would be a lot of Bitcoin. Yes, Chandler Mills, you can get a shout out. Well, since I have no way of determining who it was, maybe I'll just do like some random giveaway for 25 bucks tomorrow. But MT Coiner says, congrats on 26K, Jeb, to the moon. Really looking forward to the rest of this year, guys. Thank you so much for the subscriptions. Thank you so much for pushing us over that. Not really a crazy number or anything. It's not like a big even like 30, but it is really cool that we hit that, guys. Reminds me of the 10K live stream. Yo, MT Corner, did we... No, you know what? We didn't subscribe. We didn't live stream on 10K, and I know we didn't because I have a recording of us hitting 10,000 subscribers. That happened in August of last year. Yeah, of course I did it, man. I try to interact with all you guys as I can. Chandler Mills, I did give you a shout out, of course. I thought you meant the chat was not the course. Not in that yet. My bad. Was AFK and came back. Heard you wrong. Oh, okay, Rockian. Got it. No pressure, man. That's not what I was doing, by the way. We have had several people join CT2A here today. If you guys are interested, there is a link in the description down below where you can join us over here at the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. We have a lot of people in the course, guys. We're getting close to 1,000 enrollees, 1,000 students in the course. Right now, we have 777 people. Unfortunately, I can't show you that statistic without cutting out something because there is some personal data right next to that data. But there are currently 777 people in the course. Let me see if I can pull this up on my other screen in such a way that doesn't show anyone's personal data. I don't think there is. So yeah, when I do that, I have to go in and use Photoshop to get rid of something that is personal. But it is, we are at 777 members right now, guys. Really excited about that. 15K is cheap for Bitcoin, absolutely. It was me, big homie, Chad Fincher. Hello, Chad. Excuse me. Bad part is I don't even know how to find my own Bitcoin address. That's a video that we'll probably do on wallets in CT2A in the future also, because while there is a lot of very advanced concepts here in CT2A, I also like having more beginner-friendly concepts for some of you guys who are newer to the space. That's right, you're recording but not live stream, I think. Either way, I was present, lol, MT Corner. That's right, I think I was talking about it in the Discord server. That's right. There's a way to tell who was the 26,000th subscriber. Mr. Beast did it many times. Mr. Beast, I mean, I don't know if he figured it out exactly, to be totally honest. With how many subscribers he gets, I don't know if he can do that. But because there is a way to go in and see who subscribed to you in the back end of YouTube, but it doesn't tell you what order they subscribed in. Is there any way to find out when you subscribed? I want to brag when Jeb is going past the moon. I don't know that there is, actually. Chandler Mills says Jeb is less than Crypto Zombie. Hey, I was giving you shout-outs. Uncool. Chad Fincher says, love your live stream. Thank you so much. Look, day close. Yeah, daily chart will be closing relatively soon. We're probably going to watch the close and then wrap the stream up. Looks like it will be bouncing bullish. Draley said, it was me. Oh, guys, I should not be drinking coffee 2 hours before bed, but I don't really care. I don't think anyone actually got what the coffee was. Ha. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Alright, guys. What would you guys like to see here in the last 15 minutes or so? Subscribers appear on your recent subscriptions list if they choose to make their subscription public. Okay. Chandler Mills says no, wrong one. I figured you were saying that backwards, Chandler Mills. Not that it would have mattered anyway. You're more than welcome to your opinion. Oh, guys. Guys. I'm going insane watching the charts. Literally obsessed. Guys, I remember when I first got into the market, I was crazy about technical analysis. I was tired last night. I started live streaming really late, and I almost didn't even live stream, but I was like, no, you know what? I made a commitment. I have to do it. On the dashboard, look for recent subscribers' cards. From here, you may find it, Jeb. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. Let's see here. We'll give this an update. We're looking at 26,008, guys. That's so cool. Welcome to the live stream, all you guys who have subscribed. On the dashboard, let's go over here and see if I can figure out who is the 26,000th. Oh, wait a minute. You can. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, no. See, that's not in order. Let's see. Am I allowed to show that? I don't... Well, these are screen names. I guess I can show this on stream. Over here... we have, yeah, you guys are allowed to see all this. See, we have people over here, but it's in order of subscriber count. It's not in order of when they subscribe. So I don't think that's actually what I'm looking for. But either way, we did pass 26,000 subscribers, and that is pretty cool. Can you look up shorts and longs? Thank you, MT Corner. That is something I wanted to mention on the live stream, because right now, guys, Bitcoin shorts are at a ridiculous low. I wanted to mention this, guys. Bitcoin shorts jumped off the metaphorical cliff. Like... insane, guys. Bitcoin shorts are sitting down here around 6,500. Bitcoin longs are sitting at 26,000. That's a big difference, and that's a big deal. Bitcoin, ooh, hang on a second, hang on a second, hang on a second, hang on a second. Bitcoin is moving. We're down to $10,290. We have been breaking the 200-minute exponential moving average. Like I said, we were looking at support on that relatively recently, but at the moment, we do seem to be breaking below that. Do you believe the wedge will continue downward? Well, let's see here. Let's just do a random guess. No, that's not how you do technical analysis. You got to at least put a little bit of chart reading into it. Let's see here. Let's look at the other moving averages here. Anyway, 200, I have a feeling. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's look at that. I just want to see what Bitcoin's doing here. I guess the 400 looks okay on the minute chart. I'm not really a fan of that myself. I'm just doing a little bit of live technical analysis here, trying to get an idea of what's going on. Yeah, Bitcoin is definitely not looking very healthy right now on the on the 5-minute chart and on the minute chart. I actually want to bring out Fibonacci right here. Let's go ahead and do that. Yep, just as I expected, we are testing a Fibonacci level right here at the 23.6% level. That's right there. Been trying to tell you it's falling for 5 minutes. I noticed it was falling a little while ago. I didn't realize it was falling quite that much. Sorry about that. But yeah, Bitcoin has been trending to the downside here a little bit. On the very short-term time frames, this is starting to look like a rounding top. It is starting to look like a rounding top, and that was the conclusion I was about to come to and tell you guys, is that this right here doesn't look very good, to be totally honest, with Bitcoin having this downtrend. We've set new lower lows. We've set new lower highs. Right now on the minute chart, it definitely does look like a short-term downtrend over the next couple of minutes. Guys, I think we're going to go for about another 10 minutes, and we're going to wrap it up. Guys, is there anything you want to talk about before we wrap the stream up? Are there any conversations you want to have? Is there anything you want my input on? Is there anything you want to see, any altcoin technical analysis? I shouldn't have said that because now everybody's going to want a certain altcoin. What do you guys want to talk about and see before we go ahead and wrap the video up here in about 10 minutes? I'm really interested to see what you guys would like to talk about. Guys. Also, I want to know how many of you guys are in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're in CT2A. I'm interested to see how many of you guys are actually in the course, because I know many of you guys talk about it and give praise to it, but I'm curious how many of you guys are actually in the course. So go ahead and give me a 1 in chat if you're in CT2A. Forecast, yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap the video up with a forecast for Bitcoin over the next little while. I'm going to take off, Jeb. You have my email. Take care, J.Crew, until a better name is established. Absolutely, Mike Johnson, I do. I will look into that and give you a response here later on, probably tomorrow morning. Kane says 1, Crypto Wealth. Wow, a lot of you guys are in CT2A. Wow, look at that. Goodness gracious, guys. There are a lot of people in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. That's 1 person, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's crazy. 11? That's nuts, guys. I'm really excited to see you guys here in the live stream. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying CT2A. Jamie Extreme says, I use CT2A. It changed my life for the better. My wife even noticed improvements in my sexual performance. I should use that as a testimony on the sales page for CT2A, guys. If you join the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, your performance will increase both in markets and with your wife. So we have 12 here, Aaron. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of technical analysis here for my forecast for Bitcoin over the next 24 hours or so to go ahead and wrap the stream up. I think that's a good way to kind of conclude the stream. So, guys, basically what we've seen today is that Bitcoin has tried to put a bottom in. It's tried to put a bottom in down here around $9,600, and it started to move to the upside from there. Over the last couple of hours and during the recording of this live stream, Bitcoin has both rallied all the way up to $10,450 and at the same time put a small correction into place. Bitcoin has had quite a long-term downtrend when it relates to the one that we were just looking at, this uptrend, over the last couple of days, ever since about the 12th, 13th, even you could say back to the 10th when we broke bearish here. Ever since the 10th or so, the last 4 or 5 days, Bitcoin has been in a downtrend. Before we get into the technical analysis, I want to remind you that this is not concerning for Bitcoin. This is not something to be worried about. This is in fact relatively bullish for Bitcoin because if we look at our daily chart, Bitcoin is still above the all-important 100 simple moving average out on the daily chart. And also if we look at the weekly chart, Bitcoin is above the 20 exponential moving average. That's the 200. It's still above the 20 exponential moving average, as it should be, guys. If Bitcoin is above the 20 EMA on the weekly chart and above the 100 simple moving average, the 100 SMA on the daily chart, it is still an uptrend and bull market territory. Recapping everything we've talked about in today's video, Bitcoin likes to come down to this moving average right here and get support on it. As you can see, it likes to do that. And from there, it will continue a rally. Right now, guys, Bitcoin is only retraced about 26% from its recent high. Right here, as you can see, about 25% from its recent high. And we're sitting above levels of support. In past, guys, Bitcoin would go all the way down to the 20 exponential moving average right here, and it would retrace upwards of 40%. So even though Bitcoin is looking pretty bearish right now, we are having a little bit of a bounce, and we are seeing Bitcoin is above levels of support that it needs to stay above. If Bitcoin falls below those, you can watch today's video to see why that may be a bad thing. But right now, guys, if Bitcoin has not put a bottom in at $10,500 or so, which there's reason to believe that it has, and we'll get into that in just a second, if it hasn't put a bottom in just yet, there is reason to believe that a bottom will be not too much further to the downside from there. We did have someone go ahead and donate. We had Adam Howard donated £2 through Super Chats. Just check out Pigsby Wallet Cryptocurrency. I will add that to my list of things to check out. Thank you so much for the donation. I'm not very familiar with it right now, so I can't dive into it at the moment. But like I was saying, guys, if Bitcoin doesn't have a bounce here at $9,800 around there, there's reason to believe that it will have one around $9,000 at the absolute bottom. We have had bottoms in the past right down here. We have a double bottom down here. which does lead us to believe that Bitcoin would have a bottom there. As well, that's where that 20 exponential moving average is on the weekly chart, and that's where Bitcoin would look for a bottom if we fall through here. With all that said, other things that we've talked about in today's live stream have to do with this. Bitcoin has pretty good reason to be getting a level of support right here, because as you can see, Bitcoin is actually testing a Fibonacci level as a level of support right here around the 78.6% level, around $9,775 is where we're seeing a bottom being put in for Bitcoin. It looks like that almost perfectly on the 4-hourly chart. As you guys can see, that is where Bitcoin has put its bottom in. So guys, right now, this looks like a pretty well-defined bottom at $9,800 or so. If Bitcoin can get above the 61.8% Fibonacci level, and then again above the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly chart right here, if we can get above that, have this bullish cross on the 4-hourly chart, this is going to look really bullish. I want to see Bitcoin do those things. I want to see Bitcoin hold support on this fib level. I want to see it break the 20 exponential moving average on the 4-hourly chart, and I want to see a bullish cross on the MACD on the 4-hourly. From there, we could be seeing a lot more bullish price action to come, and we could see a new uptrend that would bring us to recent highs and perhaps even this downtrend up here. If Bitcoin can get up here, that's going to be a big decision point, but we'll have to talk about that when the time comes. Guys, so that was kind of a recap of what we have talked about here in the live stream. We've talked about why Bitcoin has set a bottom where it is, why Bitcoin's been bearish, why it's been bullish, and where we think it's going from here. Guys, I hope you did enjoy today's live stream. I'm going to go ahead and catch up on chat. We have some more runs coming in, guys. Dre says won and sponsored a giveaway. Yes, Dre did do that, actually. Thank you very much for that. Guys, like I said, if you did enjoy the live stream and you did enjoy today's video, if you enjoy the content here, there's a few things you can do. One, you can smash that like button. Let's see if we can get to 250 likes before we wrap up. And also, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. I love it when you guys subscribe to the channel. Looks like YouTube may have just done a little bit of a subscriber purge. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, great. Looks like YouTube did a little subscriber purge. That's unfortunate. YouTube will do that a lot, and I really hate when it does it, but it does do it. Either way, we did get above 26,000 subscribers for a time, and we'll probably be back up above it by tomorrow morning. But anyway, guys, like I was saying, if you did enjoy today's technical analysis, you did enjoy the live stream, and you do want to learn more about technical analysis, I don't care if you're an absolute beginner to technical analysis or you're already a veteran of the craft. It's important that you guys understand how to work in these markets. It's important that you understand the nuances and the subtleties of this market, and the way that you're going to learn that stuff is either through doing it through hundreds and thousands of hours of experience, or you can take a shortcut and use your money to invest in yourself rather than in a specific cryptocurrency and get a return much quicker with something like the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. C2A is a great way to augment your learning and your training here in the space. It's really a very good resource. We've had about 15, 20 people in the chat right here say one. I said put one in the chat if you're in C2A. We have like 20 people in the chat that are in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. There's nearly 800 people that have gone through the course and are currently students. So guys, it's a one-time payment, $159 with the $40 off coupon code in the description down below. You'll get access to nearly 10 hours of content. There's a revision coming up soon. You'll get access to all that content. There's not going to be an extra charge. It is a lifetime membership, and we do have a 14-day refund guarantee if you are not satisfied with the product. So guys, you really have nothing to lose. Check that out. There is a link in the description to that. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and catch up on chat, and we're going to wrap it up after that. Let's see here. It goes to below. It's in a downtrend. I don't think so, Bob. So yeah, guys. I think that is going to wrap it up for today's live stream. I do hope you guys did enjoy today's live stream. And like I said, if you are interested in CT2A, check the link in the description down below, because I know you're going to get a lot of good value out of that. I know when you join the course, you're going to enjoy what you have, and you're going to have a lot of success because of what you saw and what you learned in C2A. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. And I really do want to thank each and every single one of you for watching and tuning in as always. But as always, guys, like I said, that is going to do it for today's video. I do want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching as always, guys. Good night, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.